The Veil of Isis. A Cthulhu by Gaslight, Golden Dawn, actual play. With David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore. We left off on an ominous note, so we'll pick up on an ominous note.
I mean, you're unconscious right now.
I know, I'm kind of essentially dead.
Well, I'm going to Merlin's cave, so...
You guys are on your way to Merlin's cave.
We've heard terrible tale of wolves and worse things.
Wolves and worse.
And then we read From Beyond, and you were like, just read it.
I read it and I watched it.
Guys,
Just go ahead and read
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, it's as horrifying as I remember. Right on.
Just go ahead and read it. Just for fun.
I just sat there shaking my head like, no. No, real. Oh.
Nah,
For
man.
real?
Nah.
It's a good story, though, isn't it?
Exactly that. Well, I own so much H.P. Lovecraft. And so I was like, I remember this one. I don't remember it ending well. Not that they all do, but
Yeah.
some of them end more badly than others.
Most of the Dream Quest, you know.
Yeah, that kind of
That was my favorite. Dream Quest of Ununcated.
Isn't it mostly because they're just like in a totally different realm now, and so
It's more
everything's
fantasy.
fine.
It's like Lord Dunsany fantasy inspired.
Yep. Yeah. We're not in one of those.
No.
We're the other.
Lest we forget.
We're the other kind.
The other kind.
The kind with tooth rapists.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he's on it again. You think some little faceless man ripped out some of his teeth, you could just let it go.
No.
Boo. Alrighty, so...
Yo, you still have 2 or 3 good teeth.
I know.
Yeah,
You still got old Chomper.
I wouldn't have old Choppy here, that's for sure.
Yes, it begins.
Alright.
Oh man.
So, yes.
Yes.
So yes.
The other half of this split party, you guys so much for giving me that cherry, are off to Merlin's cave. Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to do a little preamble about splitting the party and everything. In real life, you'll recall, of course, in our first session, I sent you all off to the office. You know, that was because the adventure called for it. You know, they said, "No, send the players off." No, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll play along. Normally, I don't do that because my thought is it's more fun to be an audience member of something that's happening to other people. So, but if you guys like it better to be sent off and not know, like literally not know what's going on, then that's fine too. But you know, I can just leave it up to you guys. But
Yeah,
normally,
it makes me cranky. Like, I want to know.
I want to know.
Alright then.
Yeah, I stopped doing that years ago when I sent a bunch of players out and had the one player at the table, and then this like amazing sequence played out, and it was just the 2 of us to witness it.
Oh, yeah.
And so when everyone came back, we're like, "Oh my god, you should have been there! Yeah, you missed it." Yeah.
I think it's good for piecing out little information because then it creates an air of mystery.
Well, that's
Sometimes,
but not a whole
for
like,
a minor
storyline.
thing, for a minor thing,
yeah. It was
you're right.
perfect for that.
Yeah,
For
that's
that
exactly.
one time,
Right.
exactly, yeah.
But
Because
not
there's
as
really
like
nothing you could take it to the next
Yeah.
level with.
Yeah,
But I think we can all kind of handle like
Sure.
our characters not knowing that stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because
That's
like
true.
you know, with Celestia, you might be going off on your own at some point,
I might be.
Yeah.
I might have to.
and
I've learned to spell.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that could be helpful.
Exactly. It could be helpful. It's a teleportation spell.
Oh,
it's
nice.
called "Make Witch Go Blow Up" now.
Okay.
If only.
See, I was thinking like we should go back and get explosives, but then I thought,
Oh.
literally.
Miles Hume hasn't read From Beyond.
From Beyond hasn't been written yet.
He didn't get that email, you know.
He
I
didn't
mean,
get
Do we have TNT? I
yeah.
don't think we do.
Lovecraft
Yes, we
is
do.
just a sparkle in
Nobel,
his mom's eye.
1860s.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
All right then.
You got your dynamite and your
But
TNT.
you know, Opal is served
Plus
well.
ancient Chinese secret.
Yeah, sure.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that would be so cool. If you knew like demolitions and stuff somehow.
Let me check my specs. Hold on. No,
No,
that's one of them.
Okay, so at any rate, back with the other group here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Is it started? Is the yes?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
in character.
Oh, we are?
Oh dear.
We're going.
Sorry.
Here we
We
go.
haven't for a little
I'm
while.
gonna have to edit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I did. Yeah, no, I did chop off the first 15 minutes. I did talk to Desiree. Both her characters are basically out of commission right now, and she's fine with that. So
Okay then.
Okay.
you're.
I'm just loving the ride.
She's loving the ride, you know.
Shit.
Well, I think the floating mustache could give advice or something.
Turn back!
Turn back.
Robin!
It's the ghost of Pike. It's very Shakespearean.
Bring
Pike's
pretzels
body.
to the asylum.
Send a gift basket. The food can't be very good there.
No.
No.
The nurses take my things.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. All right, so it is Sunday morning of the 17th, I believe, is the date, and as Robin and Oswald, the 18th actually, as Robin and Oswald have headed off to Beck Green and
Yeah.
Oakwood and uncertain futures,
Yes.
the rest of you have hired a coach to take you south towards the Peak District and Merlin Cave.
Oh god.
Now I do want to note that I did. I think I did mention at some point I was taking a box of shotgun shells with me.
Okay. Good to know.
I do remember you saying that.
And you're loaded for bear.
Well, I've got a shotgun and a box of shells, and I mistakenly believe that's enough to. Yes.
Shot or slug? How you rolling?
I have to admit I don't know the difference. What's
A slug is basically just a giant bullet that gets fired out of the shotgun. Shot is a bunch of tiny little pellets.
A
It
shot.
could be anything.
It would be a shot because Miles knows he's an awful shot. Deep in his heart, he knows he's half a man.
Like spray.
Oh.
That explains a lot.
It does explain a lot.
Close it down.
You have been thinking about this now.
I have been thinking about this guy.
You did say mother issues.
He has
Yeah.
mother issues.
Oh dear.
Well, who doesn't?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Orphans. All right, so
Oh no, they have the God, are you kidding
Wait,
me?
who did you say?
Oh, orphans talk about. They think about that stuff constantly.
I'm sure they don't. Sure.
Can't get
can't
them to
let up.
stop talking about parents.
It's a different kind of mother issue, though.
Yes, they're not having one kind.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so
Kind of money issues poor people have.
Yes.
On we go.
So the coach takes you out of Helmsden, or well, no, you're still in Beck Green. The coach takes you out of Beck Green to Helmsden. It's okay, Jen, you can do this. And
Keep breathing.
through Helmsden, and then 2 miles south, where the coach pulls to a stop outside of a pub set on the side of the highway. You can see a dirt trail that sort of runs off towards the undulating hills beyond. So the coachman informs you, just take that trail, it'll take you up into the hills and eventually out towards Merlin Cave.
But how far?
It's about an hour's hike.
Oh man.
Terrain's a little rough, so you ladies will want to watch your step.
Alright, well,
Oh god.
here we go.
Onward home. Hike up the skirts.
Do we have mappage? Navigator? Can we begin the mapping?
What if there was maps?
Got
we
your
have a
compass
map?
on you? Good to go.
Yep.
Alright.
I will load the shotgun. I will load Opal and rest her against my
Is that his
shoulder.
mother's name?
Is that your mother's
Is his
name?
mom's name?
Oh wow.
Oh, damn.
Yes. It is
Cute,
middle
great
name.
improvisation.
her middle name.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So it is a bit chilly, but you know it is turning to spring, so the weather's not terrible. And you make your way along this sort of rough trail as it wends its way up into hillier and rockier country. The stone and earth here is dark, sort of grays and dark browns, and the sky overhead is sort of a leaden gray.
Oh man.
Doomy weather.
Yeah.
I see.
In due course, after about an hour of walking, you do reach a fast-flowing stream. It does appear shallow enough to cross, though. So I actually found a visual aid, Peak District landscape.
It would be pretty another.
Under other circumstances.
So you splash across the stream, getting your feet wet in the process, and continue up into the.
Oh, are you okay? Are you handling that all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not quite the ocean. You continue up into a gradually narrowing gorge that is well grown with brush and trees, blocking out most of the sky overhead.
Wow.
In due course, however, you do see up ahead the gorge kind of ending in a bit of a little box canyon, and a pretty obvious cave mouth set into the side of the gorge.
Did any of us think to bring like a lantern or anything like that?
I would assume that we had gathered from
did
the
ask if
Hunter's
there was,
Lodge,
like,
like
You
rope
guys were gonna
and
get
lanterns
supplies.
and
I think
things
I
like
remember
that.
back to get
I remember
rope and
that.
everything.
Yeah, 'cause
You have some rope, you have some
I
lanterns.
figured that outdoorsmen that
Okay.
Hercroft would be that.
Yeah, that was last time.
Okay. Cool.
Is there any
Yes, no, go ahead.
mouth of the cave?
Yes.
Is there any scribbling, any scratching, any characters of any sort at the opening? Any footprints going in? Anything interesting or different?
You can all give me a listen roll.
Okay.
Can I do
No, you're not there.
Listen.
to help them?
Fail.
Fail.
I can't hear over the brook, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure I failed. Yeah, I failed.
Okay. So it seems eerily quiet, actually.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait a minute. Can I push that roll?
Certainly.
What happens if
fail?
What happens if I fail?
If you
Every-
fail, you're going to find out exactly what it was you were listening for.
That's a good thing, though.
Okay. I'm okay with you guys. Okay with that?
Go for it.
All right.
When's the worst that could happen?
Enough talk. Okay, I failed.
So you're like, wait, do you hear something?
No, I mean really listen.
Yes. Listen. Really? Listen. Suddenly, from out of the brush, kind of off to your side, two small figures come screaming at you like banshees. Just,
Revolver at the ready.
To the rapists.
No.
I'm gonna shoot at one.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at both.
Opening fire at
All
the
right,
other
yes.
creatures?
Give me an idea roll.
Holy
An idea
smoke.
roll. Okay. I made my idea roll.
Okay. You bring your shotgun around and are a half second away from pulling the trigger when you realize these are small children running at you.
Oh my God, these are small children.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So they
no.
go running towards you, but then like just kind of whoosh, go around you. It's just two children, and you realize the screaming is more like a screech of laughter.
Oh.
Oh.
And they go kind of running back up the gorge. They look to be maybe gypsy children.
And there goes the monster fodder.
We'll beat them.
We would have had to just run faster than them.
Just push Timmy down.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So it came from somewhere.
enjoy your innocence, children. While it lasts.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm picturing him totally saying that.
Go home to your mother.
Oh my god.
All right.
We're going into the cave then?
Well, they were in the bushes, right?
Yeah, kind of up towards the cave entrance, but
Well, there might be. Okay, so the gypsy children?
Mhm.
Speculation that there's a gypsy camp somewhere north of the mouth.
Oh,
Might want
yeah.
to talk to them about something, maybe, if there is such a camp.
Yes.
You know, they may know something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
are
know
they going
what?
to talk to you?
Oh.
I will persuade them.
Maybe try bribing them with something shiny. Who knows?
I have lots of money.
There you go.
Oh.
They will talk.
Coinage.
So much money.
Is that a red herring? Is this a red herring? I don't know, but it seems like it could be good.
It sounds like we're just diverting ourselves from the inevitable end.
I mean, you know what? They're gypsies. They're by this cave. Although they do let their kids play right by it.
That's so gypsy.
Hey, you're not there.
Oh, sorry.
The mustache comments
Yeah.
on that. I mean, especially as a law enforcement officer.
Yeah.
He'd be really upset by
I'm
just
actually
sheer
picturing
negligence.
Pike now in a little oval in the corner of the TV screen.
It's so gypsy.
I think that's a good idea.
All right.
I think, yeah.
Why are they there? There might be a reason.
Can we follow the gypsy
Yeah.
children?
Yeah, you can head back the way they came. Who's got the lowest luck?
The what?
Lowest luck?
I have 65.
Mine is 60.
50.
Make me a luck roll.
Go, go, go.
8.
You.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, so after about a half hour of sort of tramping around the countryside,
Yes.
you do manage to locate the gypsy camp.
Okay, great.
It's set into a little vale, and it's like the full-on, like, colorful wagons pulled into a circle with the fire in the middle, and various domesticated animals
Roaming freely.
roaming around, and
Okay.
men, women, and children, and so forth. And as you approach,
Old ladies.
old ladies, old crones. As you approach, 4 colorfully dressed gypsies come out from the camp. They're not armed, but they don't look terribly friendly.
No.
And so
I'll step forward and say hello.
yes.
Well, I'm experienced with negotiating for antiquities and visiting other foreign places. I'm sure I can charm my
Also,
way
they're
in.
guardians of our arcane knowledge, so we really kind of esteem these people.
True.
Being from Egypt and
By, booting them off into little plots of land.
Yeah, well, no. As a Golden Dawn member, we have certain delusions.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, we do.
I guess I'll probably call out. Say, hello. Like, we're picnicking in the countryside, And maybe just point us in the direction of Merlin's cave. Pretend we haven't gotten there yet.
All right. So one of the fellows with a very impressive handlebar mustache points back the way you came, and he says, "The cave is back that way."
I'm gonna get that fuck out.
Can you tell us anything interesting about the history of the cave? We've heard some stories about it.
It is a cave. Don't go in there, you get lost. You never come out again.
That's what we're looking
Can I
for.
do a psychology roll to see if this guy's like how
I don't know, the mustache doesn't
Oh
like.
my god, I failed it.
Oh.
It's,
Cultural barrier.
Yeah.
okay.
You just can't get
It's
over
like a
how
mask.
thick his mustache is.
Yeah.
I can't.
You get lost in that mustache.
That's right.
We've heard there's a lot of local lore about this Merlin's cave. If you knew any such lore, would you mind sharing it with us? For instance?
Gold coin.
There you go.
All right, so he takes the crown off of you and pockets it and says, they say the wizard Merlin used to once hid there. That is the lore of the cave.
Wow,
That is where
really
the
serious?
name
That's what he
comes
said?
from.
The wizard Merlin used to live there.
And I'm gonna ask, did any of them ever go near it, hear anything unusual, or you live so close? Do you guys ever go exploring? Spelunking must be a favorite gypsy activity.
Oh, yes, gypsies are known
That's what they're known for. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They just sort of shrug.
Okay, enough of this subterfuge.
What?
Can I make a persuade roll?
Sure, go for it.
I made it.
Okay.
Okay, what are you
Well.
persuading them?
My sister disappeared in the cave.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
Alright, there we go.
She said she was a geology student and she disappeared inside the cave. She said, I'm off to study in the cave. I'm off to explore the caverns and the rock formations in there. She was a victim of this modern age and convinced that was an appropriate activity for a woman. And
Are their eyes glazing over at this point?
A bit. What did you roll on your persuade?
20.
And your persuade is
67.
okay.
Oh.
So yeah, they're fairly fairly impassive. They're sort of like, well, I hope you find your sister.
Well, thanks. Don't knock yourself out.
We won't.
Oh, well.
Okay.
They're over it.
Well, all right. You can't expect that to work twice.
Celestia, is there anything else you want to...
No. I just wondered if maybe they'd know something.
Just any, like,
Or if they
outside
feared the
lore.
cave.
Ah, the cave.
You know, yeah.
You never know.
It's true.
We do not speak of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no crone comes out and starts shouting
Right.
at you about,
Right,
don't
exactly.
go near the
Damn
cave.
it.
That sort of thing.
That
Would've
was
been
kind of what we were.
Okay.
Hoping for
All right.
Any,
Let's poke the
any-
gypsies and see if a crone comes out.
any palm readers nearby?
No,
Wanna give
Paul
some reading?
Readers,
Do you have an old crone we can speak with?
Hermetic crones.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to any of them.
We're
trust
nip
me.
deep in crones.
We're lousy with crones.
Lousy with the crone's disease.
No.
Okay. Backtracking then to the cave.
Guess so. Well, it was a good idea. It was,
Worth a shot.
yeah.
Worth a shot.
This is the mustache. Sorry. I'm
It
sorry.
makes me wonder though what would have happened if you did shotgun the children. If you failed your idea.
That would have been awkward.
Oh, we wouldn't have gone to the gypsy camp.
They would have come to us, I'm sure, though.
Yeah.
Would I have all sanity if I'd gunned down children?
yeah.
I think that's definitely.
Oh, I've got notes here.
Oh my god.
If you hadn't lost sanity, oh my
Luckily,
god.
I'm a sociopath.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They're all over the place.
So,
We're lousy with sociopaths.
all right. So you backtrack to the cave. By this point, the sun is directly overhead,
Oh man.
or as directly overhead as it gets in March. So you find yourselves outside the cave.
March weather.
Alright.
All right,
then?
well, we've avoided this long enough. I'll bring up the rear.
Spent the last 15 minutes. 15 minutes delaying.
Yes. All right. So you light your lanterns and press on into the cave.
Okay.
Is anyone size 13 or over?
I am 14.
Okay. So
I am 13.
I'm 10.
Oh.
All right, so Miles and Celestia are obliged to duck their heads slightly as you make your way. into the
Oh,
cave.
so cute.
I'm 10.
Yeah, it's a kind of 5.5, 6 foot ceiling, so it's a little cramped, and it's a cave. It's winding. It's a bit treacherous. You have to watch your step for fear of tripping.
As a navigator, might I suggest we maybe do some sort of like tying a string to a rock at the entrance and trailing that behind us just in case we manage to run back towards the exit.
For whatever reason.
If we get the opportunity.
So you trail the string behind you as you make your way along the twisting passage. You walk for about 15 minutes before the passage opens out into a large limestone chamber with the complete with the stalactites and stalagmites.
Okay.
Your lantern light shines out into the chamber, and you can see the back half of it is basically one big crystal clear pool of spring water, that's sort of glinting pleasantly in your lamplight.
Pleasantly.
You can see at least a half dozen other passageways leading out from various locations around the chamber. All is quiet.
Half dozen, you say?
Just the steady dripping of water.
Do we have? Is there a way for us to tell, like, maybe how deep this is? This just from, I guess there is
The water?
Looking at it, yeah.
You can see the bottom for a good portion of it. It just seems like the floor of the cave just kind of slopes gently, and so the water's just kind of pooled.
Does Miles want to throw a rock? Is that...
Sure.
Shoot into
There's no objections. I'll throw.
Go ahead.
I'll throw something. I imagine there's a rock there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, toss it in.
Ripples go out.
Alright.
Well, I guess wade in there.
Really?
Wow. Whoa.
Well, I mean,
That escalated quickly.
it's blocking our way, right?
It's blocking the way to some of the passages. Some of the other passages branch off on the sides.
You may not notice that as you start strolling. And then, oh wait!
Oh, we could have just gone out.
We didn't want to tell you because it was amusing.
Yeah.
Your feet are already wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of funny.
I mean, we could just pick one
Yes, we could
and
explore that.
explore that. We were curious to see if any of the caves had, or the cave had any tunnels leading to
Certain
parts
positions.
known.
Yeah. St. Michael's Chapel being one of those things. I think there may be something in the water, something intriguing.
Possibly.
So,
Well,
could be a last ditch effort.
I'm not getting into it. So.
Is there a way to use cartomancy to kind of maybe tell, kind of give us some clues?
There is.
And
What does the GM say?
Not in an environment like this.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should try the dry passages first before we.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
Shall we just start with the farthest, most edge and work our way in if possible?
Shall we sketch a schematic of the system or no?
Yeah, you really don't want to
What?
get too detailed. I figured just navigation rolls would suffice.
Yeah,
Alright, fair enough.
I mean, I would probably argue
Because
that
we're talking
underground. It's going to be
okay,
incredibly
now the passageway
hard.
turns 30 degrees to the southwest for 20 feet.
Plus, we also can't really track if
traditional
they go
maze
up
to.
or down.
All right.
I'd
Yes.
say
and you've got the string.
The string.
The string, fine.
and navigation, because
Fine.
I have 75 in navigation.
Yes.
All
I think
right.
I
So
will
lead on.
Give me that
Hopefully-
navigation roll.
hopefully not fail it for you.
No.
And then when you have to push it.
Got it.
Now, how much string do you have?
So much.
We have chalk. I do have chalk.
That's true.
Chalk might be better.
All right. So I'll just X as we go in.
Okay, I would say like,
Okay.
yeah.
Like walk
let's just-
along, making a mark.
And since we didn't have any twister turns on the way in, we probably would just
Once we get to the lake, we'll know where
yeah,
we're at.
Yeah.
cut
okay.
the string and
Yeah.
save it to wind up.
We may need to go down.
Sure.
All right. So you spend a good 2 hours
Oh my.
following this particular tunnel and its various branches. Most of the branches just end in dead ends. So you keep going into the ones that don't. But yes, twisting, turning, rising, falling. There's clambering. There's climbing. After 2 hours, you're all muddy. Your shoes and boots are scuffed to hell. Your hands are red and chafed and cut.
I will complain incessantly. And trudge along in impotent rage.
All right. that sums it up.
And finally, you basically explore every lead of this particular part of the tunnel that you're able to. You estimate, Padma, that you've probably covered at least 2/3 of a mile
Okay.
Okay.
before you come back out into the chamber.
Alright, well that was
Okay, well, but we're.
So let's mark this
Onward.
guy off.
Okay. That one. Gypsy Cave, that passage. Okay. Okay, so there's. How many? Is there another
Or about 6, it sounded like.
a half
6
dozen.
passages?
A half dozen. But some are through the water.
So let's start with the dry ones.
That was the first draw.
Yeah. Okay,
Is
so.
it just a lake or is it like, is there a tide?
It's a pond. It's
Just
you know,
stagnant water.
it's like swimming pool size. You know,
But is it stagnant or is there a
stagnant.
source?
Yes, it's a spring. It's fed by a spring.
Oh, from
So
underneath.
it's not stagnant.
Well, it's not.
It's not running, though.
It's not
Running.
running.
Alright.
Exactly.
bubbling up from somewhere.
There's just a very gentle ripple on the surface. You can see from the spring.
If we do want to go through the water, is Padma going to be able to go through?
I will probably be able to get over it because it isn't technically the ocean, but I will not be particularly pleased.
Okay.
So I'm going to vote dry ones first.
Okay.
Okay.
Although, unless you can really, really persuade me there's a really good reason to go through that water if we don't have to.
Well, I think experience in life would just tell us that,
Yeah, exactly.
Experience in
that
life.
getting, the crappiest passage is going to be
That's
the one we
it.
have to go through.
Absolutely.
You never know. One of our missions ended in an opium den.
That's
a
true.
plush opium den.
And
Yeah.
just shooting something.
Right.
And
And that was
there you
awesome.
go. But, yeah.
That was easy.
So
So looks can be deceiving.
Well, it was just a very good roll, and we got very lucky.
I wasn't very lucky.
okay.
Okay, I'll recount that and not let you guys live it down. Do you remember that time?
Time.
When me and Opal here saved the world.
That's
Oh my
right.
God.
Remember that time. Oh, what a time it was.
I would hope it had some foie gras.
Very good. Very good. So, are we gonna go to the next land passage and see where that leads us?
Personally, I would say so again, unless
What if they all take 2 hours?
well, I have a choice
I
to
don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I don't either. I think we.
Just saying.
Well,
What if they all take 2 hours?
I
Who
mean,
said that?
I'm
said
assuming if
collective
considering
unconscious.
where we are, anywhere that we would kind of hope or be interested in it leading, we couldn't really deduce by doing the thing where you hold up the flame and see if it flickers from, fresh airflow, because everything else is so far away.
Well, we don't even know what we're looking for.
No, I think that's valid.
That was a good idea.
Do you want to try?
Well, but I
Yes.
mean, we don't even know what we're looking for. I mean, could we? We don't know where. Merlin
That's true. It may not be enough
whatever,
flowing. Yeah,
what he-
From Merlin phones.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're talking
maybe Merlin liked to live in the stagnant air.
maybe. Yeah, we're not looking for necessary. Well, we could be though.
Okay.
Yes.
We're looking for. We can assume that there was somebody that they patterned the myth of Merlin after,
Okay.
and he was a guy with some power, some occult power. Okay, so we can assume that he lived here. He wanted to have some deterrent to people coming in.
He's a hermit.
He's a hermit.
Sure.
So maybe he would want to live. Maybe he would go through the
water.
The water.
Good argument. Not a bad argument.
Alright.
Surely, if there was an exciting artifact, or who knows what, the children would have
Found
covered it had
Yeah.
it not been through the water.
Another compelling argument to trench through.
I'm gonna make Miles
Would
carry
you like
me.
to ride on my back?
Okay.
I'm gonna make
Oh,
Miles
okay. I was
carry me.
gonna Yes, Miles.
I understand. Phobia is a terrible burden.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ask Celestia to hold Opal while he's holding me, though.
Yeah, please, over your head.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Can do.
Alright.
My hairdo is all.
I have a.
Oh yeah, you guys, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
bad hair day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you have dead raccoons on your head.
That's right.
Nice. Good.
Alright, so, yeah, so Miles, you hoist Padma, Celestia, you hoist Opal, and you wade into the pool. It is not actually that cold, being a natural spring and all.
Okay.
It's quite refreshing, actually. After that walk, my feet.
Yeah.
Yes. This is lovely. We should open a spa here.
Merlin's Spa.
Merlin's Spa.
Why do I get the feeling Pat is going to buy this cake?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I would love that.
Oh,
Well, of course, Miles's residence is the future Ministry of Waxing. So you know,
The Ministry of Waxing.
that is wild.
I'll never get over that name.
Oh, Bartleby made good.
yes, he did.
Built a waxing empire.
Yes.
Alright.
Wow.
Waxing ministry.
So, how many of the passageways are accessible only through the water?
There are 3, but 2 of them look a bit undersized and a little chancy, like you might actually get stuck in them.
Even me. Okay.
God.
Teeny tiny.
So it looks like there's just the
Was that
one.
maniacal laughter?
After the background, yes.
Now we're at the Haunted Mansion.
Okay, so the one that doesn't look like we'll die in it would be the good one.
The one that we won't get
Okay.
stuck.
Alright.
All right.
Uh-oh.
The wizard-sized cavern.
Yes. Yes, it's pointy at the top for that. So you make your way into this passage. It is set a little bit above the level of the water, so it is dry once you get out of the pool. And another navigation roll.
I think I like the whole Merlin with the silver skull
When-
cap. Like,
Oh yeah, got it.
Right.
Okay.
The Excalibur era.
All right. So you
at
begin.
least my porn.
Please. Oh, don't even get me started.
Yeah. No. Oh, come on. Excalibur. Excalibur. You're thinking about Merlin and like how pointy hat, like he has a silver. Like,
Yeah.
skull
Oh, yeah.
cap.
Yeah.
And I said that
Sam
movie's my
Neill's.
porn. It's so good. Oh no, that's another one that's really good too.
Okay.
That was a
What?
miniseries.
The Sam
the
Neill
Merlin,
one.
the Sam Neill Merlin.
Oh, yeah.
miniseries. That was really good.
Yeah, but that was also
Oh.
called Excalibur, wasn't it?
No.
No.
No?
That was called Merlin.
Oh, it was
It's called Merlin.
Yeah.
Which one was the one that... Oh, Excalibur.
Excalibur's the one from the
1881.
70s.
John Borman.
Okay.
Oh god, movie.
Carly and I watched all of the book group.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Wasn't it just like, oh my god, like could it get any worse?
No.
It does. It's amazing.
Don't want to detract this.
Sorry,
Sure,
I'm
no
glad.
problem.
Yay!
Yeah.
Movies,
So you begin
Sorry.
plumbing the depths of this particular network of passageways. Again, you know, they spider web, they split, they climb, they drop. At certain points, when the passageway goes down, it begins to. The walls are actually, you know, running with water. There's, you know, quite a lot of nice rock coloring and formation that you're witnessing as you're making your way through.
But
these
everything
caves.
looks natural. Thus
Everything's
far.
totally natural. There's no hand of man visible.
Right.
A giant multicolored fungus.
No fungus, no beating hearts,
Throbbing.
nothing like that.
They would have already got the
That's
cake
good.
wall.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wouldn't write.
Nothing like ARG, no. So, another 2 hours of exploration. Net you a bit wetter and a bit more cut up and a bit dirtier. And back in the main chamber.
Oh, Bupkis.
Back in the main chamber?
What did I tell you?
Circle.
What did I tell you?
Would you like some pemmican?
Maybe.
Did you bring opium with you?
Not for a day trip.
It's starting to get a little headachy.
Okay, so that leaves.
Well, 2 of them it looks like are too small for us to go in, which
So there's
leaves
2 more.
Can I do like an
Three.
occult roll or something? Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
Can we do sense something?
Glean
Sense?
Is my
What do we
mustache
got?
sensing anything?
Spot.
your mustache this way.
I'm like the canary. If the mustache is on the ground, that means you guys have to run out of the cave as soon as possible.
Mustache is on the ground.
No, don't leave him. Bring him with us.
It's all limp.
Good
Like,
roll.
just take
This mustache died of natural causes.
Oh my god.
Words out of my mouth.
You know, I have to admit, like, being a dancer, you have moments where you have to, like, wear the hairpiece, and there's
Yeah.
nothing more fun than, like, just having it. Like, especially with, like, guys, it just, like, grosses them out because it looks like just a little hairy creature.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, grossing me out just kind of hearing about it.
Yeah. It's just a little clump of hair.
I have a story about my Aunt Verna.
Aunt Verna.
Aunt Verna, in the moment I saw that one on the what? Because I thought it was real.
She took her bone out with her to pee.
Oh, she loves her bones.
It's the best bone ever. Now they're
Okay,
buddies.
so this is like a bust.
Alright, so this is like
This is a big
circles
disappointment.
upon circles of looking.
Nothing.
Okay.
We see no hand of man. Why was this called Merlin's Cave?
Well,
Damn you, Merlin!
he supposedly hit me.
No, I didn't want to take it that far. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, here he comes.
Ho, ho.
I don't think this Merlin even existed.
How dare you?
Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Okay, well, 2 more to go.
All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we've had a snack.
I just want to say
Yeah.
the joking is because everyone is so nervous.
No,
I'm
I-
nervous.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
hear
yeah.
you. I hear you.
Alright, it's not like we're trying to detract from your wonderful.
Yeah. How dare you mess up my careful plans?
You're never like that.
No, it's 2 more.
Okay, so 2 more.
2 more regular dirt ones.
Yeah.
Let's go into the
All
dirt.
right, give me another navigation roll. Por favor.
Ooh, fail it.
Push, push,
Push.
Push.
Yeah.
What'll happen if we push?
push,
I
push,
get lost.
push,
But that
push,
sounds like we get lost either way.
push, push.
There's
That's
lost
right.
and then there's lost.
Oh.
Oh.
Bold caps underlined.
I pass.
Yay! It's worth the risk.
So,
Yeah, I suppose I was like, what's the difference?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Well, there's
Very
lost
cool.
and then there's hopelessly lost.
Yeah.
We're
There's
dead
wedged in a
cave.
tunnel somewhere going, I can't move forward or backward.
Oh, that's.
I'm stuck down.
Yes.
Like Chester Copperpot.
Yes, exactly.
I could sense how hard that was for you.
It's so hard though.
Is this another character
I was
that
I was
died?
7. What?
What
Oh
just
no,
happened?
it's from Goonies.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're right.
He's in
Yeah.
the cave and he's under a rock.
Well, B flat.
And they're
Yeah.
all like, oh.
It's just a copper bullet.
Moment of reverence.
Yeah,
Moment of
Yes,
young
please.
Sean Astin's moment of glory.
Oh no.
Young Josh
don't.
Brolin.
Please don't stop.
Oh.
Oh, that too.
Those looks went.
Those
All right,
looks
so
went fast.
okay, so yeah, this passage actually does prove to be pretty tricky. There's a lot of like just almost sheer verticals.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you have to actually bust out your rope and help each
Holy
other,
craps.
Okay.
go down the various.
At least I'm not heavy, guys.
Well, there's that too.
Probably means I
He's,
get to go first.
14. He's okay.
He's big, but he's not. Yeah.
Well, he's bigger than
He's man size.
He's a good manly man.
Yes.
Okay.
So this actually takes you a good 3 hours to plumb the depths of this.
So what
network of
time is
tunnels.
it by now? It was like noon when
It
you
was
guys got
almost
in there.
noon.
Late.
It's
So
like,
you're into like 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Almost 7.
it's timeless. Down
Although,
in these,
to be
down in these
honest-
caves.
We're in a cave. It's not like it's getting any darker in
No.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. No, it's like you're in a casino. You actually have no idea how much time has really passed.
My God, what day is it?
Yeah, exactly. So, but eventually you explore all the leads of these tunnels and find yourselves back in the main chamber again.
Okay, there's one left that we
Okay.
can fit in.
Okay.
Do we
Right.
just go ahead and do it?
Could Padma fit through the other ones?
No. It would
not
take
that tiny.
a child.
Oh.
Oh,
Wanna go
really?
kidnap some gypsy children?
Kidnap some gypsy
That was
children.
my first idea. I was like, go back and get
I
those
wasn't
kids.
going to say anything. I don't know that they'd miss them.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's not like losing a dog.
Listen, I'll take one as a ward, okay?
That's right.
If it survives.
Yes.
He'd make a perfect accessory in your garden.
Oh, a little hobbit. With folly.
I will mold him to be like
Well, we
me.
have one more.
Oh,
We
God.
have one more. Honestly, we have one more.
One more. Let's do
another one?
that.
Well, if we do the
Discuss
last
children.
one, if it doesn't work, it's late. We could probably
could
have
camp
me
in the
give them
cave.
lots of money, or we could just go back to the gypsy camp and have me give them lots of money for.
A child.
Well, no, the night, and then the next morning we could
Some
maybe
lamb stew.
bargain for,
Another approaching lambs.
child
Wow.
guide. All right, last one.
And rabbits.
That's what I would do. All right, go for it.
I make it.
Okay.
Yay.
So
Cool.
this tunnel is actually fairly easy going. Nonetheless, it does take you another 2 hours to explore it fully, and nothing, just dead ends.
Oh. All right.
It's the job for gypsy children.
That's right. To the encampment. To the encampment.
Oh my goodness. How are you guys gonna even do this?
You reemerge out of the
Oh.
cave, and it is solid nighttime. It is dark. It is cold. You can see your breath puffing out in front of you.
And how far was it to the gypsy cave?
Oh, an idea roll would get you back there.
The camp.
I failed mine miserably.
Failed.
Y'all
We all
failed.
failed.
Oh.
You have no
it's
idea.
dark.
It is pitch dark. The moon isn't up
Can we
yet.
listen for the sound of crazy violins and go for the smell of roasting lamb meat?
Yes. No, your best bet, of course, would be the
Crows.
trail that you followed in. You know that would take you back to that pub. But as far as heading out cross country to look for the gypsy
What
camp,
pub?
there was a pub at the trailhead on the highway.
Well, all right.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't either.
Me either.
It's gonna take us like an hour.
Wait a minute, I just remembered there was a pub down there.
All right.
All right. Let's go to the pub.
Okay.
What's the pub called? Merlin's sword.
Merlin's beard.
Merlin's beer.
Merlin's beard.
Like by Merlin's beard.
Exactly.
I like it.
I'd drink there.
Okay, so yeah, it does take you an hour to wend your way back up the trail. You have to cross the stream, which is not nearly as warm as the spring water was. So you're freezing cold.
Sure.
You're wet.
Yes.
You're miserable.
Yes.
You show up.
Angry.
Yes.
Angry.
Well,
You
we
show
didn't
up.
do anything.
Yeah,
today.
frustrated.
Pints all around.
You show up outside the Cavalier's Head. It's the name of the pub. Typical English pub. Entering, there is a fire going, thankfully.
Huzzah.
There's a good dozen people, sitting around, nursing their pints. So the publican behind the counter. Oh, welcome in, strangers. Take a
Whiskey
seat.
governor. Whiskey governor.
Same.
Hot toddy.
Oh, you just see me right there.
I'll drink something very girly, I guess.
What?
A mojito.
I want a cider
Cider, yeah.
Cider, please.
Is your cider strong?
with ice. Can I have it with ice?
Iced cider, please.
Oh, dear.
Does anybody know what portion of the population are little people?
Oh, like percentage in general?
Yeah.
I would say
Like, what are the odds there's a midget in the pub? Is that
7 to 10%?
Or one of these people knows a little person. We can.
7 to 10%, I say.
Oh, I rolled a 14.
Nope.
No luck.
No dwarves.
Wait, what'd you roll against? 7 to 10%?
I rolled against a 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Because there would be leprechauns around too. Oh no, that's Ireland.
yeah? But
Oops. Hobbits at least. Any hobbits?
No hobbits. So the publican, he serves you drinks and kind of eyeballs you all. Oh, been out hiking the countryside, I see.
And then some.
Do you want to spill it?
Persuade. Gonna try and talk him into helping me find my
sister?
My sister. The
we're just doing.
Holy mackerel, 01.
Wow! Again, it's a 0-1.
Okay, 01.
So he listens.
Oh, my
listens
sister's stuck in the
attentively,
cave.
He starts crying as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Yes.
I think I could hear her stuck in one of the small passages.
Okay, there you go.
We need to organize a search
She
party.
was just shouting, Miles!
This is
Compelling.
terrible.
That is
Compelling.
It is horrible.
terrible.
It is horrible. Can you think of any way that we could get into some of the smaller passages? Any way?
Oh, I grew up out here, Governor, and I tell you, I explored every inch of that cave, and
Oh, really?
some of those passages are pretty narrow. I don't think an adult could fit down those passages. If your sister went down that way, she may be stuck. We need to get a search party going.
Well, I'm curious too. I mean, she was. What would have drawn her in there in the first place? I mean, I know she was studying geology and stuff, but there was something about it that she just wouldn't tell me, and I'm curious if there's anything about that cave that I should know.
Not to my knowledge. Like I said, I think I went up and down every passage in that
I didn't know
cave.
there was a pub at the trailhead. Why
I didn't
didn't you
either.
just
totally forgot
ask?
about this.
Would have.
All right. Well,
It's on the record.
It was not
recorded.
clear. It was not clear. You need to recap.
I'm going to check that tape.
Yeah. Go back to
So
back
do
to
we-
the tape.
do we let him organize a search party and go in there?
No, she's stuck for good.
You know what? On the other hand, she's probably dead. Good night.
I didn't really like her. I get a room now.
Yeah, exactly. Get her a room now.
She'll be missed.
Oh my god.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing, etc.
I regret nothing. Everyone
I heard
knows.
her say that before we
It's a
left.
family
and-
crest.
Yeah.
We regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
That's a family group.
Yes.
We're going to need some kids.
Yeah.
Bottom line is we're going to need
Kids see
kids.
children.
Well, okay.
I don't know if he grew up here. It sounds like he was digging around. How much digging around do you think he did when he was a kid? If he didn't find anything, I
So
mean,
when you say you were at every inch of this cave,
Oh, sure. Most local kids, it's sort of a.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah, it's just the kids, it's a hangout, it's a hideout, it's a secret.
make out
Base.
spots.
Pristine place.
Yeah.
It's a twisting place when you're a little older. He blushes a little bit.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Remember his dear
no
wife
need to be shy
Millicent.
around me. I'm a doctor.
Something I haven't seen before.
Go on.
Yeah. Nothing I haven't watched before from behind a one-way mirror.
Oh my god.
It was in the interest of science.
My finger is stapled in front of my
Stroking my beard.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have a beard.
Oh.
Science can be fun sometimes.
God.
So the
Creeped out right
I
now.
am completely out of my body. So,
I'm dissociating.
the clock behind the bar begins to chime 11.
Oh my
It is
goodness.
late.
Is it an inn?
It's just a pub.
Oh,
is
snap.
there any place to stay?
Oh, your best bet would be Helmsden. It's only about 2 miles up the road.
Crumb, my feet are swollen.
Another 20-minute walk there.
Hey there,
Any
Dawkins.
carriage? I would say carriage or horse we can hire.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
he signals to one of the gentlemen, and he says,
Basically-
would you be amenable to renting your carriage? These fine folks, they've been out on the countryside all day, and they're not up for the walk back to Helmsden. Would you mind? I'm sure they'll make it worth your time.
Yes, of course.
Large
So
sum of money.
He drains like half his pint in one, gets
Oh,
up,
man.
belches into his hand. Let's
Whoa.
go.
All right.
All right. No breathalyzers.
No hurry. No hurry.
Yeah, the carriage is all over the road.
Luckily, this time of night, the odds of running into someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Killed in a head-on carriage collision. The horses, that is. People were fine.
The horse left behind a widow and 3 small children.
Yeah, 3 small ponies.
Oh. All right. Onward.
Back to Helmsden?
Back to Homestead.
Alright. So, of course, there was the
Meanwhile-
Black House on Sycamore Circle. And
The 5
the
Oaks.
Queen Anne Hotel. Those
Oh,
were
no,
the
the
2
5 Oaks
places.
is by.
Oh, Five Oaks is in
Beck
Beck
Green.
Green, yeah.
Well, is Beck Green on the way to?
No, Helmsden is between Merlin Cave and Beck Green.
Oh, I see.
I don't know that we should go into the 5 Oaks. I imagine Stanhope's told them some stories.
Oh, wow.
Well, which is less
Well, the
safe?
5 Oaks is in Beck Green, isn't it?
Yes.
And we'd be going to Homestead.
You are in Helmsden.
So
Yeah,
we're
so
not.
Black
Yeah,
House
so we're
or
not in
Queen's
Homestead.
Inn.
Okay.
I said
Hey,
the
I'm still in
hotel.
the cabin in Beck Green, right?
But you still have Josephine.
Lily? Yeah, you're back in
Oh.
Beck Green. Yeah.
God.
With Josephine is
helping
watching over
me.
you.
Yeah, I know. So
You said
That's not the
that.
Desiree.
Oh. Teleport.
I love you.
No.
I love you.
I mean it more now than I ever have.
Will you marry me?
Lamest proposal ever.
Already married, so that's fast. All right, so all right.
Well, you do have this teleport spell.
Yeah, no, it's for specials only.
For
For special.
things.
She's gonna lose sanity every time
Oh,
she travels.
Yeah, it's
so-
a big deal.
You want to make it count, basically.
I lose
Yeah, okay.
2 magic points.
I
and
can
1
tell you're like
Not to like
giving
play
up
around,
your
right? Yeah.
energy to do this
Can't-
thing.
Not to explore. Yeah.
Tell.
Only to
Honestly,
avoid.
I say
to
that we
avoid
stay at the
certain
hotel, and I guess check in with maybe Mr. Black in the morning. And
provided he's alive, which he probably won't be, and it's our fault.
do you want to go there now then?
I wonder. I wonder.
Story.
Here's a really goofy thought.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Maybe there's a way to communicate with the tooth rapists and see if we can get one of them to go into the little cavern.
Wait, what are they actually called? They're not called tooth rapists. What are they called? Are they brownies? Are they little evil imps?
You can
Shut
call
up,
them.
Ed.
You can call them something other than tooth rapists, whatever
Are
you
they
like.
like evil imps?
We can call them
Satan's
imps. Let's call them
Imps.
imps. Imps.
Well, okay.
All right,
Actually,
yes.
no great plan ever started with. Let's start by reasoning with the imps.
They don't have faces.
Yeah,
No.
they're faceless
They're little
evil
shadows.
imps.
And they're made out of
They're
human
made
teeth.
out of ash and teeth.
So someone is controlling them. They don't have.
Tooth
Well,
imps.
obviously it's Black Annie, and she was
Two
burned
things.
to
Of course,
death and
it's
making
Black
them out
Annie.
of ash.
Right, they're made out of ash and teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's Black
They
Annie.
have a little tooth heart.
They do. It's kind of cute when you
It's
think about it.
adorable.
Like in an anime setting.
It's adorable.
In an anime setting, that would be really cute.
Oh,
Yeah, I
boy.
can see that.
Yeah.
Total
It's kind of
reverse
like the
discourse on your
little
witchcraft
ash
there.
guys in Spirited Away.
Yeah, like the little soot gremlins.
Uh-huh.
All
They
right.
just want candy.
Oh,
These
like
guys just
in,
want your teeth.
Yeah, they're cute till they're extracting them from you.
Yeah, he's totally
Yeah, Dr.
traumatized.
Hume is
right?
totally
Yeah.
independent.
No.
I don't think you would want to talk to them.
No.
Yeah, I think you're
I don't
right.
think they talk. They
There's
just
nothing
do.
to say.
Nah,
There's-
they
I don't think
They
they'd
just
want
go
my
after you.
teeth, considering how much opium I probably smoke. I can imagine their brains.
Yeah.
The enamel's pretty fragile at this point.
Yeah.
well,
They'd be wheat candy capped little imps.
Alright, so, on that
They'd be
note,
born
Okay,
addicted.
do you want to go back to the Black residence then and check on him? I mean, I know
Sure.
it's late, but his
Maybe
life
we'll get a
would be
good
at
night's
stake.
sleep
I can't
and
imagine
We'll get a
he's.
good night's sleep.
okay, we'll get a
But-
bad night rest.
I mean, I'm
We'll,
assuming maybe we've still got.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to go back in that house.
It's covered
Yeah,
in
when you think
pentagrams
about it,
everywhere. It's terrifying.
Not enough
Horrible
apples
things
for that
happen
house.
every time you're there.
That's
But it doesn't
right.
mean we have to spend the night there, but at least, I don't know. I'm just asking if you guys want to
Checking
check
on
on him.
check on him.
Since you're worried about him not being alive
I'm
anymore.
concerned that he might be dead at this point.
So let's maybe just go check.
The guy that the head of your order dispatched you to help
Save.
out.
Make sure you die. Is dead.
Oops.
Oh, that guy!
Oh,
Well-
yeah, we failed.
Okay, it's.
You know, it did occur to me that Northcote hadn't said anything about the fact that some, well, every time I go to sleep, I have horrible visions, and sometimes bad things happen. And I mean, he was just kind of like, yeah, sure, stay here. I'm going. I still think he's behind this.
Of course, he was something to start this up. It's been
Yeah.
300 years.
Yeah.
Why now? You know?
Okay. Well, let's go. Good idea. Let's go check.
I mean, honestly, it might be late, but I can't imagine he's sleeping well anyway.
He may not even be here. He may
I
be
don't
at his
think.
brother's
Maybe he
funeral.
left, right? Wasn't he going out of town?
He was.
Black? No, he wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't.
No, he was.
I thought he was going somewhere.
All right,
else.
all
He
right.
was just going to work, I think.
Yeah.
To where?
To work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he still has to go to work every day.
Fine.
What is he again? What does he do?
He's a solicitor.
Okay.
Okay.
And I believe Northcote, I might be giving something away, but I think it came up that he's Northcote's solicitor.
Yeah.
That's why Northcote was sort of like, yeah, you guys are cool, because you're black.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
No, that was,
he's renting from
Yeah,
That's
us.
why
that
he
did
was
come up.
okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Black could vouch for us.
No,
Plus
that
your,
was-
the order connection.
Yeah, no, that was I think understood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
No shock.
I remember
No surprises.
There.
No secrets revealed there.
Let's go check on him, because honestly, either he's not sleeping well, he's dead, or he might be a little grumpy because we wake him up and it's late, but
So what?
it's in his
So be
best
it.
interest.
We'll take
It's not
the-
the worst thing
we'll
that's
take the
happened to
yeah.
him
God,
recently.
I would say, yeah.
Carved into his body.
Yeah, I don't think he
everywhere.
His whole wife being dead, you know.
No, what?
His wife's not dead.
I thought she was dead.
No, she's away.
away.
He sent her away
He's in Derby.
to his sister.
To be
Well, she
protected.
miscarried. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
She did
The
miscarry.
child is dead.
The dog is dead, and that was
Dog
the
is
Dog is
tragedy.
dead, then
Dog
he
is
came back,
dead.
now it's dead again.
Hopefully. We're hearing like
Yeah,
a
one
little
would
yipping
hope it stays
underground.
there.
Okay, so we're gonna go there.
Okay.
I've got a crazy idea.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, but
These are always good though.
So crazy, it might work.
no, it's not that crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Okay,
Let's not go
so
nuts.
we want to figure out where Black Annie gets her power from and kill that thing.
Right.
Yes.
And it could be the Five Oaks. The Five Oaks. Are the Five Oaks still alive?
Well, that's the
oak
thing is,
trees
one of them
themselves.
is dead.
One of them is dead. Maybe we need to check on
This
all
is
of them.
is Merlin's cave.
I don't
still
know if it's
got Aaron?
necessarily the
think so.
oaks, though.
It's the fungus. The
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah. Because the oaks are like historical. They've been there, they were there before the whole stories.
Right.
Well, this is just like our characters' knowledge.
Yes.
That's right.
Because we know that we were invited to read from beyond, so I imagine there's some sort of somebody opened up something to somewhere.
Some portal's been
Well,
opened.
why now
Yeah.
is the question.
Runs
right?
for Schmortle.
Right.
Our own mortality.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go check on Black then. You have a
bored.
crazy idea.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So, your coachman drops you off in front of the Black House.
We can maybe ask him to just hang out in case we change our mind.
Yeah, just
I
could
don't
you wait
know.
here? Just keep the horse running.
Keep the horse warm.
Well, you never know. We might end up going back to the inn.
Yeah, could happen.
I wouldn't really want to stay here. I think we're just checking on back. So
Okay.
All right.
again, I'll pay him handsomely with my riches, which can't take them with you, right?
Nope.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
So some
Time to be
coins
spending.
change hand,
Yes.
and he tips his hat and says he'll wait.
Don't make any long-term investments.
No.
Okay.
So you're debarked outside the Black House. You do see a light on in the upstairs window.
So it's like midnight.
It is like
Almost
11:30. Yeah. So,
Okay. Knock on the door.
Okay. So you hit the knocker 2 times. Exactly. Of course, he doesn't have any servants anymore.
Oh no.
You're standing on the doorstep when you hear a hideous screeching sound from above you.
Okay.
Sort of a kind of sound.
Let's look up.
Look up. Yeah.
I say we have Hume knock in the door too.
Simultaneously, you hear glass shattering.
Yeah.
What's
Looking up,
what are
you
thinking?
see a dark form crouched on the ledge of the window that you had seen lit up.
Oh,
Okay, what
I'm
are
gonna
you thinking?
shoot it.
You now hear screaming.
This is the end.
The form is hunched up into the window frame, so it's very hard to distinguish exactly what it is. But in the sort of ambient moonlight, you see sort of a chitinous gleam, like a beetle shell.
Open fire.
But you also see these sort of like coarse hairs.
Ah,
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
A
Open
lot.
fire.
Okay.
Sanity rolls first, please.
Okay. Made my sanity.
Oh, Wei made mine.
Made mine.
I got a
Wow.
3.
Oh my god.
I know.
Whoa,
I'm so
you're-
sane right now.
Yeah,
All
you're
right,
like,
you
oh,
should be
yeah,
Shooting
okay.
hideous creatures from beyond.
So you all
apparently
lose.
just
You all
makes me
lose 1
focus.
point
American
nonetheless.
Okay. I am so freaking sane right now.
Like I said, I think the need for focus. Just...
Exactly.
I would just love to hear that someday. I'm so sane.
Well, and you're
The coachman, on the other hand, screams in terror and whips the reins of his coach, and it goes tearing off.
yeah,
into the
that
night.
horse might
That
have spooked.
bastard.
The horse as well is whinnying
well,
and
sure.
Going nuts.
freaking out. All right, so yeah, go ahead and open fire there. It's only about 10 feet above you.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'll
Go,
shoot.
go.
Fail on the first.
What's your dex actually?
Oh, my dex? It's 10.
So you're in point blank range, so you would double your skill.
Nice.
Well, then I totally made it.
You made that.
Yay.
Okay. And same goes for shotgun if your dex is 10 or higher, Miles.
My dex is 10.
Okay.
So,
So you double your shotgun skill.
okay, although I don't know if my hand is still sprained or not.
It's been a couple of days.
I would say it's still
okay.
tender, but it's good enough to hold a shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. From the 10, I get what to my shotgun?
you're in
skill?
point blank, so you double your
Double.
Oh,
shotgun.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And I still failed.
Okay. So the shotgun goes wide, but the derringer hits. So go ahead.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your
And then-
damage there.
yeah.
Did you get it noted
Celestia.
down?
Okay, what's the... What am I rolling for damage?
It is a d6.
Just one?
Just the one.
It's a little gun.
25
A 2.
caliber.
2?
2 points. All right, and you're firing Celestia as well. Okay.
And I make it
Nice.
Okay.
because I have double. 4.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Wild shot to the left.
Doing something.
Exactly.
Mustache.
What do you want from me?
Why don't you go get him?
all right. So shots ring out in the night.
Some mustache problem.
In the flash of the muzzle, you can see it is like a humanoid creature.
Yeah.
Let's see, but maybe about 10 feet tall and hundreds of pounds.
Really?
It is sort of like your impression in the flashes is of an ape and a beetle sort of bred together,
Okay.
and you hear this screaming, and then Celestia and Padma, you can tell that you hit it, but you only see a little bit of blood,
Yeah.
right? But you can wound it.
So
Right.
I'll continue to open fire. I don't know.
And
Get
it,
distracted there.
and it sort of screeches again. And let's see.
I dare you to make that noise in the middle of the night while she's sleeping.
First, I'll go around to the outside the window.
Oh!
His face will resemble his face next week.
Yeah.
I'll be running this from the ICU.
Yeah.
So.
David, your nose looks a little off center.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Do that much damage.
So it does give the cry, but it sort of like leaps out of the window, and these big wings spread out,
Oh.
and it drops about 3 feet before the wings just flap in this sort of unnatural, grotesque way, and like sort of pick it up into the air
What?
and carry it away. The flapping of the wings,
Exactly.
dangling from its arms
No
is
way.
Jacob Black,
No way.
No!
flailing and screaming.
No! Shoot him. I would shoot him.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Be like, no, this isn't
We
working.
wrote it good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
shit.
That's horrible.
Huh.
Well, I
So
guess
if
there's
you-
nothing else we can
If you
do.
want to take a shot, you can, but you
I
would
will.
risk hitting
I want to take a
Black.
shot. I want to take a shot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna keep shooting.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, did we still get the dex
It's
thing?
gonna be outside of point blank at this point, so.
Can we do like a spot hidden to see if he has a weak spot or something like that? Or
No, afraid not.
Crotch.
There's
crotch.
Does it have a crotch?
Aim for the
it has 3
back.
crotches, so.
Oh!
So that's
There's a
great.
chance. Each of you.
Alright, I failed mine.
Failed. Okay.
Okay, now
So
this
you're saying
we're
there's
not
a
we're not a
chance.
point blank anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, so I'm still gonna shoot my
Is Jacob
shotgun.
wearing a garment of any kind?
Just
God, I hope
nightgown.
so.
Nightgown.
Wriggle out, Jacob!
He's
wriggle!
free-balling.
Wriggle.
He's free balling. Basically, you can see.
I'm pretty sure they are tucked so far inside of his body.
Oh god, yes.
I'm sorry, but
You can
Moon for same day.
Very crotch
You
All
can
right.
see its fingers, but like each finger is about a foot long,
Wow!
and they're just over his shoulders and
So
just
no.
anchored
Oh god.
in there. Yeah.
So they're not like the nice eagles that
No.
save everybody from Tolkien stories.
Well, I guess I should shoot the shotgun still.
Go for it.
Shot the shotgun.
I failed.
Celestia.
Derringer? Fail.
Okay, so yeah, a volley of gunshots
man.
sends this dark creature on its way into the night.
To wherever.
Can we see which direction it's
Right.
going?
It is
Yeah.
heading northeast.
Can we like
Is that the same direction as the woods?
Yes.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Alright.
It's
Our
taking it to
carriage
the
ran
chapel.
off. How on earth are we gonna get there that fast? I mean, it'd take us maybe half an hour to get back to Beck Green.
Yeah, it's 10 miles, so
Well, all right.
You have a carriage?
Let's go wake up Stanhope.
he's in Beck Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go wake him up in Beck Reed, see if he'll take us into the woods
Oh.
again.
Oh, but this is
But
the
how do
thing
you
is we
get
have
to
to
Beck
get
Green?
to
All
Beck
right.
Green.
So could we do the astral travel?
Yes.
Oh.
Sounds like a good time to do.
Hooray!
We would head.
We're so hopeful right now.
Where is he going though? He's going to St. Michael's, you think?
You don't need to know the exact location. You can say, "Take me to so and so."
Are you guys ready?
Take
Are you
me
guys
to
ready
Jacob
for the
Black.
showdown?
Well, all that because it's landed
Well,
in the
right now
middle
we'd
of the
be in the
air.
sky. Can you say, take me to where Jacob Black will eventually touch down?
Can he? Can they?
No, you can't make it contingent, but you could be like,
Take me to Jacob Black.
But then we'd end up in the air.
it's going to take you an hour to meditate into.
Oh, okay. well
So
then.
they're gonna.
Okay,
land
yeah,
on
so we can meditate into it.
This is it.
All right.
This is the end.
Alright,
game.
take us to Jacob Black.
All right, we'll give Celestia complete silence.
Give this
And
a
then,
whirl.
we can machete up.
Meanwhile, of
Clean
course,
my
lights,
Derringer.
lights have come on in the other houses. People are coming
Wait a
out to
minute.
see what
There's
the
other
commotion.
people? No, we still should use this.
It's a
Okay.
neighborhood.
Yeah, the neighborhood's coming. What's all this gunfire? What's going on?
We're celebrating.
It was a
Celebrating, yeah.
early fox hunt.
It's both Early and New Year. And we,
Vermin and varmints.
Yeah, there's some varmints on the premises.
Someone can try a persuade roll to calm people
I
down.
can try.
I have,
We can both try.
we can both try. Can we both try?
Go for it.
Okay, Bohemian New Year.
I feel mine.
Okay. And I failed.
Oh.
No matter which way I look at it.
Oh.
You're full of shit.
Nobody fumbled though.
No.
No fumbles. Okay, so they're very skeptical, and there's mutterings about contacting the sheriff in the morning, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, once he has had his tea.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, there may be some trouble with the law come the dawn.
Just absinthe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Nothing big.
Just got loaded. That's all.
All right, well,
All right.
Okay. So where are you going to do your meditations?
The living room, the parlor of the Black residence.
Sure.
All right. Takes 5 magic points and 1d4 points of sanity, and I'm gonna need to hold hands with you guys to take me with you. To take us,
Okay.
so we all go with.
What
one.
are your collective sizes?
Mine is 10.
I'm 14.
Okay, and your power is.
My POW is 10.
Okay, so you can only take a maximum of double your POW in size points.
Oh, drat.
So you can take one of us.
Oh.
One of us at a time, though? Like, take one, then come back to
I won't have any more sanity.
Oh, that's
I
right.
won't have any more
No.
magic points. I'll be
Because you have to
gone.
meditate anyways for another hour.
Yeah. Is there
Is there any way to
other
teach somebody this?
Not
long.
in a night, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, who has the best skills to counteract whatever you're going to encounter?
Well, what skills do you think we'll need?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to have a plan before you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. So once you
Well,
get
my
there,
handgun skill is 45.
You're a much better shot than I am.
Luck is 60. Idea is 75. Navigation is 75. But like occult and stuff is only 15.
My Colt is 71.
That's a big thing.
Wow.
That's a biggie.
My Latin is 56.
Wait, so why can't Celestia take both?
No, not strong.
You can't take more than twice your POW in size points, and we've got 24 points of size between these two.
Well, do you have a preference?
I mean, it sounds like
die
honestly, if it's gonna take us that long, one of us, whoever
Yeah.
doesn't go, might as well go back and try to see if we can't like again
Steal a
throw
neighbor's
tons of money.
horse. Steal
yeah.
a neighbor's horse.
And
And
go to
just
that
go.
green.
I have so much money, but I'm just saying, like, someone can like head over there now while
Right.
you actually go to the specific location of
Right.
Jacob.
Well,
That's exactly
We'll probably get to
good.
Scotland before you,
Well,
but maybe
and
not.
Okay.
and give me an idea roll. Actually.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say too, we might as well.
This is a horrible idea.
And I failed.
Well, I was gonna say, the thing is, we haven't talked to Oswald and Robin, so we don't know where they are, what they're doing.
Also, who has the best chances of getting a horse, riding the horse, and getting to wherever? Like, who has the most credit?
Probably.
Like,
I have
Padma.
86
Yeah.
credit.
Padma.
so do you think
Even if she's apprehended, they won't charge her.
right?
Yeah,
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
sure that I would be fine. I'm sure Lady of My
so she
Standing
has
knows
the
how
best
to ride
chance
a
of getting
horse.
there by
Normal.
conventional
Normal
means.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and again,
All right.
And we're gonna where are we going?
well, I would say
We
I'm
don't
probably gonna go back to
I'd say the center of.
well, I was gonna say Hunter's
The cabin.
whatever
Hunter's
first.
Lodge, yeah.
To see if Oswald and Robin are there because we
Right,
haven't
the lodge,
talked to them
right,
at
so I don't
all
know what's
today.
going on.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
true.
So I'm gonna probably start there and see if I can't get them, and then try and meet you guys in the forest. Hopefully, the only thing is though, how are we gonna find you once you're there and we have to meet you? We, as in, I think that there's still a chance of them helping us.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking. Wait, am I allowed to say anything?
Nope.
I have a doggy. Chewing on a bone.
I have a doggy. Okay, well.
Because honestly, that would probably be my rationale is, hey, Oswald and Robin, let's get them and help, and
Let's get the gang
we'll
together.
meet you guys at
Yeah.
St.
Yeah,
Michael's.
regroup.
St. Michael's is the presumed
Yeah, that is
destination.
And
Ground
that's
zero.
as best
Yeah.
we know because we don't know about the stone cottage.
right.
That's right.
Okay,
We
well.
don't have a witchfinder either.
Oh my
we
god,
don't.
that's right, we don't have the witchfinder. Bummer.
But,
Well, but you know what? But we're just
you almost
we're just
essentially
going to where Jacob Black is.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
But the thing
you're
is,
gonna have to-
I'm not going to know, neither will
Okay,
Oswald
when we
or
get there,
Robin,
we
my
will scream
hypothetical
really
companions.
loud.
Is there any way we can,
Communicate via telepathy?
or even just shooting off a...
Shooting off a flare.
Well, I think probably if
I keep a flare gun in my petticoat.
If maybe I were to shoot something into the air, like shoot opal, opal
lights up on
comes
fire?
along, right?
Yeah.
Light something on fire, like a witch.
Or a tree?
The burning witch will be our signal.
Oh, flicker in the air.
The only thing is, like, if you burn a tree, it's going to take forever to get it to actually, like, big enough for me to see you. Plus, how am I going to see you when I'm traveling on... See that when I'm traveling on
All
foot?
right.
Okay, well I'll make some noise. I'll shoot the shotgun. That should echo through the forest.
I'm still not sure where you're going to be. Like,
St. Michael's.
how are we... I guess, yeah. But that means you're going to have to say that you'll be at St. Michael's and not at...
Well,
We're
we
presuming.
we're presuming we're going to be in the woods, somewhere within the inside of these.
Okay, fair enough. I guess that's what I'm going to try. So I'm going to ride to Beck Green, try to get Robin and Oswald from Hunter's Lodge, because as
And they
far
have
as
the
we know,
Witchfinder, too.
they're still there, and they have the Witchfinder.
And
You guys are going to follow Jacob Black.
you've seen this creature we're up against. We're gonna need some firepower.
We're gonna need help. So I guess that's my plan. Is I'm gonna ride to Beck
Sounds
Green,
reasonable enough.
try to rally the troops, get the Witchfinder, and meet you guys in the forest.
Okay.
All right.
Because I will at least also be able to navigate by myself in the woods
Yeah,
to
it's
meet
True.
you guys.
It's good point.
Yeah.
So
And
It's
you
a real
guys, and you
strength.
did mark the
trees.
forest.
we did. Plus, I have the original map.
There you go.
Right. So you're good.
All right. So I'm off. I'm sure I will have roused a neighbor and begged a horse off of them,
Okay.
thrown tons of money at them, and have started my ride.
And we will. Celestia will prepare.
Yeah.
I'll be terrified of what's about to happen.
So
anchor.
you've done this before, right?
No, it's purely theoretical.
Oh,
All
I
right.
want you to know that inside I'm a frightened, wounded child.
Oh my goodness. That's a really intense revelation.
I'll be right back.
It is very modern. It is.
24 points of sanity.
I regret nothing.
Okay. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
This costs me 1 sanity.
Nice.
Half of my magic points, so now I have 5 magic points.
So just FYI,
Yes.
when you're at 0 magic points, you start burning hit points.
Okay.
That's my little house rule.
Okay, so there's that, and then there's.
Are you gonna be good? Can I pet you
Wait a
yet?
minute.
She's being good.
Oh, I gotta okay, then it costs me to re-enter the real world. Alright.
Alright, so,
Who has Thomas hands? I do. I do.
alright, so you meditate in the parlor of the Beck house for an hour. Gradually, you begin to perceive the surrounds around you less clearly, and a sort of purplish light begins to suffuse the room.
It's the ultraviolet.
Gradually, the light grows stronger and stronger until it is entirely all that is around you. It's just purple. You look down, and your whole body is sort of encased in this sort of gently glowing light that seems to throb with your heartbeat. You know. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you. Okay, whether Miles comes with you or not, because that is ultimately your choice. It is 8 magic points to take him along.
Oh, wow.
When I'm out of magic points and I'm burning hit points,
Yes.
so 8 magic points on top of the 5 I already spent. Alright, so
my God.
how many hit points do I need to suck for...
It's
I've
1 to
only
1.
got 5 magic points.
Exactly, so you would spend 5 and then lose 3 hit points.
Definitely, yeah.
You're bringing him
I'm
along.
bringing him, yeah. He's got opal.
So,
How many magic points did you have before?
10.
No, I had 12.
I have 13. There's Lily. It's like, Robin has 13.
Can we
as well?
lend magic points? Like,
no, unfortunately.
Okie dokie.
Only.
You, so your nose is also bleeding pretty profusely.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not frightened. This is all going very well.
Yes.
Okay.
So you,
I'm quite sure that Miles is terrified.
yes, in fact, Miles, you're going to lose...
Pant pissingly terrifying.
Yes, pant pissingly
You
terrified.
lose 3 sand.
All that cider is
actually.
just
So,
laser.
so you're standing there next to Celestia. You're also suffused in the golden cocoon of light.
Okay. It's beautiful and horrible.
Yeah, it's extraordinarily empty. You sense you're sort of in the spaces between the spaces, if you will.
You're in the crawl space of the universe.
Oh, there you go. That's a great way to put it.
All right, so Celestia, you want to go to Jacob Black.
That's the deal.
Give me a power times 5 roll and spend 1 magic point, aka hit point.
Power times 5. Alright.
Oh my god.
Spend... Come on,
You know,
baby.
Celestia gets through this.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh my
What'd
god.
you get?
92.
Ooh.
Can you
Yeah.
push it?
No, but you can try it again for another point.
Worth
Try
it.
again.
Worth it.
You might as
Come
well.
on.
Plus, he's a big strong man.
32, I make
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
So now give me a sanity roll.
Did you pick
Fail.
this music on purpose?
I
Jesus.
didn't. It was the universe. You failed?
Fail.
Lose 1 point.
Okay.
Now, here's the weird thing. You visualize.
This is the weird thing.
Up to now, it's been fucking normal.
Yeah, it's totally
The
fine.
way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, just FYI, it's been an hour, so Padma, you are arriving outside Hunter's Lodge at this point.
Okay.
Side saddle, of course. Just visualizing it. But here's the weird thing. You're visualizing Jacob Black. You're saying, I want to be where Jacob Black is. You know that you have moved, but it's still just the purple all around you. So you can make an effort to see into the real world now.
Alright.
Okay?
Yes.
So that would be another power times 5 roll
right.
and another magic point.
Okay.
Oh my god.
61.
Okay, so you spend the point and you can try again.
We're just gonna be wasted when we get there.
But it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
Fail again.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can spend again if you wish.
No, I gotta have to.
How are your hit points looking?
6.
Oy.
You know what?
Yeah, so Miles, you notice Celestia's is bleeding freely from her nose, like
5.
her
I
nose
made
is
it.
broken,
Yeah.
basically. So give me another sand roll, please.
Fail.
Okay, 1 point. So now everything's still purple, but it's like you're looking through a purple curtain, and you can see beyond is woodland, a forest. You see a stone
A
cottage.
stone cottage. Curious.
You see pheasant heads on sticks.
Yeah.
You see that ape beetle creature crouching on the thatched roof of the cottage.
Okay.
You see flaps of skin hanging in a giant ancient oak tree. So that would be another sanity roll, please.
For both of us?
Yes, you can both see it. So
Pass.
okay,
Pass.
okay. I think that was 0 if you passed it. Yeah, 0. However,
Yes.
you
Celestia
see.
must look pretty rough, though.
Oh god,
This was a very
pale,
bumpy ride.
drawn, bloody.
Okay.
Nice.
You see in the tree, you see 4 people up in this tree. 3 of them are upside down, hanging
Awesome.
from their feet. The fourth one is an old crone. Her skin blackens in fire, and she is clambering down out of the tree with a hammer in her hands. You can see Jacob Black still stirring up in the tree, his feet nailed to the branches.
Oh.
There's still time to save him.
You
guys.
see Robin Ward and Oswald Finnegan also nailed up in the branches.
Oh, no. Okay.
Their faces and hands are bloody and dripping. The blood is dripping down to the ground below and feeding these
Watering
weird
the
little weeds
thing.
that are growing up in patches where the blood is dripping.
Are they alive?
Robin looks like he may be dead. Oswald may still be alive.
You know, I just don't think that just, like, shooting it at her is going to do anything.
know.
You know?
I
I
know.
think we're missing something.
I do too.
Oh, but go ahead and give me sanity rolls for Black Annie.
Pass.
I failed.
Her 0 for the pass and 3 for the fail.
Ridiculous.
No, like what the hell am I
We're in a
supposed to do?
spot. Have we arrived, or are we merely
you're
viewing it?
viewing it.
All right.
You're viewing it.
At least you have some time to come up with a
I wonder if getting inside the cabin is a good idea. I don't think staying out here is a good one.
No.
Although that thing is, like, hunched on top of it, isn't it?
The college. Okay, that thing's. Oh, I'm sorry.
Silence.
Well, maybe she keeps, like, I don't know, a diary in there or something.
I don't know. They
Today.
looked last
All the
time, and
people,
they
like,
said that there
laid
wasn't
alive.
really anything in
Today, walked
the
around and scary.
cottage. Because Finnegan and Robin looked, and
There was a cauldron of bubbly
Bubbling
stuff.
nasty.
Bubbly goo,
goodness.
Well, do you feel like you ought to be cutting them down, maybe? Maybe.
I think there might
don't
be a
know.
better time to do that.
All right.
I'm going to grab Celestia's hand and run.
Huh? But we're behind the veil.
What's that?
But we're behind the veil. Still, we're not
Oh, we're still
actually
behind the veil?
physically there.
Yeah, you're not physically
We're
there.
viewing
Oh.
it.
You're
we're just
merely
looking
viewing
at
it.
it.
Seeing what's
viewing
there.
right
At least
now.
you know where Jacob Black is now.
Exactly. And he's pretty fresh. Pretty
Yeah.
fresh on.
So we could go there if we wanted.
We could, but I like the idea of hiding for a while. I'm considering if Black Annie can be reasoned with.
Well, you know, we should have been like, take us to the place that will tell us what to do.
Doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
No.
It's got to be a place or a person.
Or oh.
Can't even be an object. It has to be a
Wow.
place or a
Oh
person.
God.
Okay. Can't be an object. Oh, it's too late now.
I wonder if we just like popped in on Northcote like this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Dear God.
Hell.
She's got a hand. Oh, can Annie see us?
Apparently not. She's sort of hobbling back towards the cottage.
And a creature.
And the creature, the creature just kind of looks at her,
Oh.
and she passes through the door and goes into the cottage.
Fire.
Fire?
it is a
Fire.
stone cottage, though. Again,
Yeah?
I mean, you could set it alight, and at least the roof would burn.
The fence. We drive them away, perhaps? Do we have any time to actually get anything done before we're killed by Black Annie?
That's,
I mean,
that's the main
I
question.
mean, we don't know anything more than those two knew, and they're nailed to a tree.
That's right.
Because I mean, I will be I'm sure realizing that they're not at
Yeah, you're
Hunter's
talking to
Lodge,
Lily right now.
and
You know.
assuming the
Yes.
worst and probably heading into the woods to try and find you guys, we'll come across the tree with the burnt fungus.
So
Realize
is
that that didn't deter her.
It's like 2 a.m. It's like
Let's see. It was an hour. It's about 12:30.
What's this hammer? Well, oh, the hammer's just the hammer. It's not like you have Thor's hammer.
No, it's okay.
not Thor's hammer.
Just simple hammer.
Unfortunately.
The sort of thing you nail
Mjolnir.
people with.
Oh my God, where'd she get that?
She's not worthy. How
Garage
could she lift
sale.
that?
Hey, that's Odin's nailed to a tree, not Thor.
Guess what?
You're right. That's funny.
It's funny how that worked out.
It's really
There's a collective unconscious thing. Huh. Well, the other thing though is I don't know what we're gonna find if we don't.
I think we should hide. I think that would be
Yeah.
good.
Can I transfer to a place that's like a sneaky hiding
And did
place?
she look like she had more nails?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had it in her mouth.
Did she leave 2 spaces?
Well, they're just sort of nailed up to different branches, you know. So, yeah.
Very artfully arranged.
Yeah, it's their
Alright,
thing.
so are we
The
going to land
juxtaposition of
eventually?
the flaps of skin
Yes.
is very tasteful,
Really like
tasteful.
that.
Performance
It's
art.
nice.
Well, if we actually, I don't think hiding. We don't really know this, but if we go out there, then the birds are gonna squawk.
You want to chicken out and go back?
Well, yeah.
I mean, how many
but I don't know
points
that
did
I'm
she...
done. I got
Yeah.
6 hit points.
this will be
Really?
for nothing. This will be for naught.
Right, exactly. We don't know how else to get to the stone because we don't know where we're at, really. It's a
You
stone
know,
cottage.
there's a possibility that Mr. Black knows something that he hasn't told us.
Yeah, I'd like to save him if possible.
Maybe we could save him, and that would. All right, I think we go there. We try and save Mr. Black, and then we and our
thank
friends,
you.
and then we run away.
All right.
You feel?
I feel.
You feel good about
feel
that?
good about
All
that.
right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what else to do. I don't want to take her on.
No.
It's certain death.
If she does show up, let's run in 2 separate directions.
Fine.
Okay.
We'll scatter.
These are good things to
You gotta have a contingency.
discuss.
No, it's
Yeah.
true. You gotta have a
Okay.
contingency.
Like, don't take it personally if I leave you.
Right.
Exactly.
One of us has to survive.
I just have to run faster than you.
All right. So what? So your
Where are those
plan
gypsy
is
children?
your plan
Yeah.
is to pop out into the real world, correct?
Yeah.
And
I assume that stone cottage is in the real world. See, I don't know that it is.
yeah, it is.
All right then.
Yeah, you can tell. It's obvious.
All right.
Now the oak tree is basically right next to the cottage. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the creature is on top of the cottage. Mm-hmm. So you're going to do what exactly?
You think there's something special about this oak tree?
I do.
You do?
Yep. I do.
Think maybe we should attack the oak tree?
I do. But after we take the people off of it.
Yes. Good idea.
How
We're
do you
gonna
get
go.
them down, though?
It's going to be crafty.
I think we're
I don't
keeping
know.
down.
Black is.
Yeah, that's true.
How sturdy are these branches? They're pretty damn sturdy, I guess.
They're
to hold
pretty damn
people
I
up.
would guess so, yeah.
We're gonna have to climb them.
Yeah.
And okay.
Or, I mean, could you land in the tree?
You could come out into the tree. Yeah,
Let's do that. There we go.
Good idea.
Coming out in the tree.
All right.
Okay.
Bloosh.
Do you want to
Skadoosh.
land
So
next
that'll
to
cost
Jacob
you
first?
popping out into the real world costs 2 magic points and 1d4 sand.
Lord.
Oh, damn, sounds damn.
4.
Okay.
All right.
So you can't do this again.
Nope, we're done
Never
Okay.
again. For now.
For now.
for now. And I'm also loopy because I've lost a lot of sanity.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
1 point away from unconscious.
Right.
Okay. Let's.
Here
Good
we
Lord,
are.
Celestia, thank you so much. Get a hold of yourself now.
Okay.
Okay. We'll.
Oh, and you do know that you can pop back in for free, right?
No.
What's
Okay.
that?
What does
For
that mean?
free.
Basically, when you pop out, you can pop back in as long as it's relatively quick. You can
Whoop, whoop.
go back out. You know, you can phase in and out, and
That's-
only pay for one
well, that's
direction. you
Would she
know.
leave me behind when she does that?
It would leave you behind. Yes.
I regret nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't blame you. Okay, so popping out in the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna give our friend on the roof a spot hidden roll. See if he spots you guys. All right. So you emerge onto a tree branch nearby to Jacob Black. It is a thick tree branch, like a good 4 feet thick. So you're both sort of clinging to it. Through the brambles and the leaves, the black beetle ape creature still squats menacingly on the cabin, but doesn't move.
All right.
Okay.
That was our break.
All right. So, damn.
So yeah, Black is hanging there
pull him up.
by his feet. He's been stripped of his nightgown, so he's naked, and it's been covered in small, cuts all over his body, so he's bleeding down his arms and his face.
Okay.
But his eyes sort of flicker up towards you.
Get him.
Okay. What? He's got a nail through his feet.
Both feet.
So like
That's bold.
like he's like crucified, like they're on top of each other. There's a nail.
Well, no, both feet. Nailed.
Oh, good God.
Ouch!
I guess I'm gonna have to pull the nails out.
How?
Well, I mean, how big are the nails?
They're holding a man's
man.
full weight from a tree.
They're like
so
they're
railroad
magical
ties,
now?
basically.
So I'm gonna have to
Oh, good morning.
I'm gonna have to grab one and sort of like work it back and forth.
Dear
Okay.
Okay, but part of it too now is
Okay,
even if you manage to get them out, how are you going to get them away? Because they can't fucking run, and you certainly can't carry
Delphin.
one.
I don't know what to do, but I can't leave him here to die.
What can you do?
I'm just like thinking out loud, like, oh shit, shit's getting real.
I'm hoping that. Well, okay.
All right.
If she comes out, we drop Mr. Black and we run.
Honestly, it'd be better for him to die from a broken neck than
That's
probably
true.
just
From bleeding
slowly
to death?
be tortured to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suffocating.
So you begin to
Right.
slowly work the nail out of the tree.
Okay.
Give me a luck roll, Celestia.
Make it.
Right now.
Nope.
Okay. So you get one of the nails out,
Okay.
and down below you see the old hag come out of her cottage.
Try to reason with her.
I'm zooping back into the ether. I don't know who you're talking to there.
So
My colleague.
Oh no.
I can't pass it off to a lesser colleague.
She's gone.
So she emerges and sort of looks around. Her one eye socket dripping with pus. She even sniffs the air a little bit.
Oh,
that's
Granny.
it.
Of course, Granny.
I'm gonna ram this into her good eye.
But then she turns around and heads back.
Okay. That's the attack though. Ram something into her
Into
good
the
eye.
one good eye.
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Good one.
She's
Good
like
one.
a Dalek. She's
Yeah, there you go.
okay.
All right, so you start working on the other one.
Okay.
So I will need an opposed strength versus size to hold on to Black
Okay.
as you pull that nail out. So let me check his size here. What's your strength?
8.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh man, should have been working out your models.
My library skill is 50.
You're gonna get 15 or less.
All right. Lily has a
Because
strength of 10.
Black is size 15. He's like 6'3".
And you're
So-
like an 8-year-old girl. That's
It's
fine.
okay, you can blame it on your sprained wrist.
Yeah.
There you go.
Push too.
Good lord.
And yeah, you
That's
can
through my
push.
wrist.
You can push.
And is Black conscious at all? He said his eyes were
Yeah, he's
flickering.
been like gritting his teeth the whole time,
So-
knowing that he
Trying
needs
Is there any way though that like
Okay,
Miles can maybe get him to
72.
at least
Yeah.
What'd you
grab
get?
onto
72.
the branch?
No, because he's like this, you know.
I mean, like if
He's
he reaches down and helps pull him up. He's got one foot still stuck, but if he
I'm
can
just
maybe help him.
Can he
Hold
grab
up.
onto the bodies of the other?
no. The other guys?
So
The other guy climbing
they're
up?
in different parts of the tree.
Excellent.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, if he's conscious, if he's got 1 foot free, if he can at least get Jacob Black to kind of hold on to the branch at least a little bit by
Okay,
himself.
I'm gonna say that's fine. Go ahead and re-roll with a reduced. I'm gonna have that reduce his effective size, right? So it'll be a 55 or less.
Oh, okay. 5.
Nice.
Say. And where's Padma at this point?
Okay, so Padma, you are at Hunter's
I would have been
Lodge.
to Hunter's Lodge by now.
Talk to Lily.
Oh
She
shit.
doesn't know.
Josephine. No one ever showed up.
So I'm sure that I would have
Oh,
been
no
booking
Oswald,
it to
no
the
Robin.
woods. No.
Yeah.
You must assume the worst, huh?
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Off to St. Michael's Chapel.
I'm gonna go to St. Michael's Chapel.
Okay.
I'm sure on the way I'll have seen the burned down.
You'll see the burned
Tree with the fungus.
tree with fungus. Yeah.
Also start to assume the worst. But I have no idea what I'm gonna do because I don't know how to get to the cottage. I
Right.
don't know where the.
Yes, you don't.
Yeah.
It's night.
I mean, I'm gonna hope. I guess I get to St. Michael's Cottage and I see you guys there, or I hear you something.
Yeah, because we were supposed to fire the chapel, but that ain't happening. So,
No.
So,
So you are currently sort of tramping your way through the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, so Black, grabs a nearby branch and kind of uses it to hoist himself or push himself up as best as possible to sort of reduce the effective weight that you're trying to carry.
Okay.
And then between the two of you working, you get him up onto the branch.
Okay.
all right.
Can I quietly interrogate him at this
Can we
point?
do some first aid so we don't lose him?
Yes, you can do first aid.
It was a railroad tie through his foot.
Right, so where's my first? Here we go. First aid. No.
I could try first aid at
Give it a
35.
shot. Give it a
is
shot.
that? And I failed.
No,
Oh,
you didn't.
Oh no, you're right. I made it.
Yeah,
Massively.
oh my
You're
God.
right, sorry.
6.
6.
hey,
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's actually
I was
critical.
paying attention that day.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
How to fix pierced feet.
Feet. You never
So-
know when I might have to patch up a crucifixion victim.
That's right. So you pull some moss off the tree.
There you
and
go.
sort of stuff it into the.
Use
into
the
poultice.
that's the ticket.
Yeah,
Indeed.
make it a little poultice basically.
Don't be a baby.
Rub off some of,
These
or
things
rip
happen.
off some of your shirt. Wax,
Yeah.
so you
Okay.
can-
Yeah, you wrap your feet, wrap his
Nice.
feet exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Now
So
we can talk.
yeah, so he's, I don't know if I can walk, but it's okay. It's better.
I'll say, Mr. Black, if there's anything you're not telling us, now would be the time to be entirely forthcoming.
Or else we will push you out of this tree.
I tell you, I know nothing. I know nothing.
He knows nothing.
He doesn't know shit.
Yeah, he probably would.
I'm the
fast.
last of my line. She needs to kill me. That's all I know.
All right. Well, do we have? Should we get? Okay.
She's come back from me.
We think Robin's
Kill me.
dead. We think Robin's dead.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oswald looks like he might be
Mostly
alive,
dead.
hanging from.
He's sort of twitching.
So maybe get Black to. Or do you just leave him?
Should we save Oswald?
That's a good question.
It seems kind of like
timing. I mean,
moral
timing
dilemma.
Get the
was.
hell out of
It's
here.
true,
Wait,
because
can I-
Oswald's not going to be able to assist you. Jacob Black, for instance, can at least hold on to your back
Yeah, okay.
or be supported. And
So let me just tell you, Robin is dead.
Oh, okay.
Robin is officially dead.
Okay. I'll.
once you actually ended the tree.
Oswald, if you can hear us, buy us time.
No way, really?
We're very, very sorry.
Persuade.
No,
That is so tasteless.
it is. It is
Degrees.
beyond.
It's great. No, he is unconscious.
Okay.
He's out.
Probably then just trying to get out of the tree unnoticed with Jacob, because he can at least help you guys get him out
Okay.
of there.
Well, one of us should get down and then sort of lower Jacob to the other.
Okay.
Which is the more sort of which do you think is the more sort of labor intensive?
Probably getting him out, because you're also going to have to help Celestia out of the tree, because she's very weak.
Okay, so
No, I can just zoom
She
back.
can zoom-
right?
Oh, true.
okay, well I should
So I will lower him to you and then zoop out of there.
Yep.
okay, then
And
I'm
then
gonna
you
trudge
can
through the
go
woods.
for with the dude.
Fireman's carry.
Fireman's carry.
There you
Just
go.
get the hell out of
Good
Dodge.
Lord. Okay.
Run.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a plan.
It's happening.
It's a plan. Okay.
In the darkness.
So
Yay.
give me a sneak roll.
Oh shit.
One of the rolls.
Sneak is 10%.
Mine too. And I just failed.
Okay. I failed.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. So you lower him down, but there's just the inevitable
Yep.
creaking and
Commotion.
cracking. Watch it! You fully put your thumb in my foot.
Oh my god! Yeah!
No.
Well, he is naked too, so
Yeah.
the
There's
branch
that
is
as well.
snapping things.
You're trying to kind of keep your face away from the mid region there, as you're
Yeah.
lowering him down.
Crotch.
The
Go ahead and say
crotchal
it.
The
region.
crotchal.
Crotchal region.
That's not my foot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh dear god.
So
Not my thumb.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yes, there's the inevitable creaking and cracking of the tree as you come down.
Sure, they're noisy old trees.
Of course.
They are.
Oh man.
Crunchy crunch.
Crackle.
So Celestia, you're out of there.
Yep, zoop. Adios.
I regret nothing.
All right. So Miles, you have Black over your shoulder,
Pretty much useless.
and you hear that inhuman cry behind you. And it just sort of like flops up into the air and starts flapping its wings and coming right towards you as the hag emerges from her hut.
All right.
Drop Jacob Black and run.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Wow.
I'm not making. Come on, seriously.
No,
I mean, that's- I tried.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just say, forgive me. I regret nothing.
I'll remember you in my memoirs.
Exactly.
I hope you regret nothing because I regret nothing.
Maybe just drop him opal and take off.
No.
All about self-preservation right now.
Jacob Black does not blast shotgun blasts. He's not a self-defense weapon.
Yes, sure.
These
Wow.
consulting tables.
I know, many
Okay.
tables of consultation.
This is like the sound of your inner moral dilemma. Like,
No, there's no dilemma. I don't hear a dilemma.
no,
Did you hear a dilemma? No.
Drop his ass.
Yeah.
We're out of
Dump
here.
the corpse and run.
This is,
I'm not dead yet.
Shut up. You'll be dead in a
I'll
week.
get soon.
Okay, so I was just looking up movement rates there.
Yes, and what have you come to the conclusion of, sir?
I've come to the conclusion that Miles, you begin running,
That's right.
and you can hear that flapping noise coming up behind you. It's going to get you.
What?
Hold on. Okay, I'm running this way. He's flying. Right? What if I just reverse direction and run under him?
Try and juke him a little bit,
Yeah.
Well, look, he's flying. I mean, it's not like he could just stop.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He's gonna have to.
or you can like drop and roll.
Yeah. Hide in a little
Could he hide?
hollow.
Yeah.
I mean, I maintain that,
Or if he gets enough into the trees.
that Miles' natural weaselly skills would give him intuition to know that this is the thing to do.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
True, that's the kind of character he is.
Yes.
It's what separates him from the animals, except
Yes.
for the
Yes.
weasel.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, so
When they turn their back in disgust, it's time to kick some back.
all right. Well, yeah, I'd say that's reasonable. What's your dexterity?
It is. Why am I not seeing it? 10.
10. Okay. So you can feel this thing like right behind you.
Yeah.
And in fact, it swipes a claw out at you.
Aha.
And a couple of the claws graze your back.
Ah!
Big claw.
To the
That was the note.
Robin is dead. Oh, you should nail it up with a little tiny nail.
yeah.
Just frame it. Frame it.
Frame it, little tiny little frame. Robin is dead.
Let's see. Okay.
R.I.P. Robin.
So the claws graze your back as you dive for the ground.
Okay.
You take 6 points of damage.
Wow.
It basically just rakes your back. It's like razor sharp knives.
Did I ever regain the point I lost from the tooth incident?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh.
So. Okay, I'm at 6. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. But you do hit the ground and it flies right over you, and
Okay.
its leathery wing just flapping unwholesomely. Yeah. So you can give me a hide roll to see if you can like roll into a
Jeez. You should have put more points in these things.
It's never the ones you think.
Never enough points to
That's one of the things like,
There's
how
never
many
enough
points did you
points
put
to go
into
around.
cooking?
You got those free.
I got those free. Yeah, I got
was kidding, I was
75% of them.
Otherwise we would have.
Yeah.
Oh, I mass. I fail.
Wow.
Push?
Yeah.
Push?
96 or
Push it.
better?
No.
No. Okay, good. Yeah, you could try and push.
Well, what
Try
happens?
and
Well, what could be worse now?
Well, yeah, you die or you hide.
essentially, you're trying to hide from the creature. If you fail this one, you'll get spotted by Black Annie
Damn
as well.
it.
Lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Dead burned witch or giant beetle ape creature with 3 such genitals.
It does have 3 crotches, it's true.
Yeah.
It's big. It's bulky. The old lady might
Okay.
go down before the big guy.
You know what?
That's true.
Here's what's gonna happen. I've not had a chance to use my Latin skill, so if I get spotted by Black Addy, I am gonna say something persuasive in Latin.
Oh my god. Alright, that could work.
Although 300 years old, is she gonna know Latin?
Well, but
She
you
might.
know,
She reads those old texts. She's pretty
gotta
good.
figure
Is
she
it
reads-
an exorcism skill? Because then maybe it'll.
No, it's just a language.
does my occult skill tell me anything? I mean, other than this thing's really scary?
Yeah, this is something completely outside of your experience.
Okay.
You've never encountered anything like this before.
I'm gonna push it.
Oh, wow.
Because if
Do
I
it.
don't, look,
Yeah,
this thing's gonna
you've
see
got
me. It's
to.
gonna get me. I'm gonna
You've
die. I
got
mean,
to.
it took half my hit points last
I know.
time.
Let's do this.
So-
Brave.
I think you're doing the right thing.
Okay, thank you. I failed.
Okay.
Okay.
This is fine.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, so you sort of wedge yourself down between a couple tree roots, hoping that you hit him. You see the thing come flying back around, in the moonlight. Right, it's dark everywhere still, but in the moonlight you can see it. This black shape kind of beyond the trees, and then it alights on a branch directly across from you,
Oh.
and is just looking down at you with these sort of beetly eyes. And then you hear the leaf, the forest floor sort of crunching, the dead leaves crunching, and this old hag is walking up towards you.
And she's looking at me.
She's looking at you.
with her one good eye. Do I still have the? Do I still have the?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Yes, yes.
Oh god damn it! Is there any real chance to persuade this
She's
this person?
I feel she's an immovable object. That's my
You
opinion.
think
She's got
so?
quite a crunch.
She does have quite a grudge, but
Well, it also
Quite
seems
agree.
like she's more of an entity at this point than a person.
Good
Like,
point.
An
She's a
angry
big
force,
force,
not
yeah.
so
Good
much
point.
like
Person.
Not a human being
yeah.
anymore.
There's no logic there.
so offering to
Right.
hug her is not gonna.
No.
You'll get pus on your suit. Too.
Okay.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, that's the worst
That's
part.
than death.
It's having some old crone, probably naked, leaking eye pus onto you.
Yeah.
Worse than death.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to lunge at her with the nail.
Man, go for it,
Can
man.
I shout something persuasive in Latin as I do this?
Guns
Something
blazing.
distracting.
Maybe not so much persuasive.
On the plus
but,
side, you might at
Weird.
least be distracting them enough that Jacob Black is getting to crawl away.
Yeah.
It's
So
possible.
that wouldn't be complete loss.
Yeah.
No, all right. Well,
Sounds like you guys are making good sort of
You could be saying like, "I've always loved you, you
Yeah.
sexy thing," and that would just
In Latin?
distract the hell out of her. Yeah.
Or not, like maybe she's just like an unstoppable, like
Well, what would you
unfazed
say?
on-
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well,
Wouldn't
I'm
say
also
anything?
not a resurrected, burned 300-year-old witch.
Yeah.
I don't know what would.
I don't know if I'd want anyone to come on to me at that point.
I'd feel it was
just for the
insincere. I would feel it was insincere.
You like me?
You like
Boom, right there.
That's the way it always
goes.
works, isn't it?
I've never known love.
Exactly.
That makes me
That's what
sad
I'm.
inside.
That's right. That was.
That's okay. Look,
Hate
not.
those. That's so sad. I think it's sad.
Well, at any rate, she's giving you this
Oh.
sort of leering grin.
Back in the game.
is she okay? I am.
And he's dead.
You know what? Though, wait a minute.
Dicking around.
What? I mean, all she had to do was go, chunk, and these guys were like,
Yeah, I know, right?
And
There's like no time.
So attacking her is not going to do anything. I am
never
gonna.
know.
You don't know. It's a roll. Something, man. What else?
Going
could you
down,
do?
guns blazing.
Saying something in Latin's not going to work.
All right.
Will you tell me afterwards if it would have worked?
Yeah.
After the campaign, just jot a note down and remind me.
Okay.
Did the Latin work on Black Annie?
Would the Latin have worked on Black Annie? Okay. Hope you enjoy your victory with no freaking eyes.
All right. Well, you do actually get to act before her, so
Nice. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now come
I
on.
would say your default skill with a giant nail would be comparable to your default skill with a knife, which is 25,
Okay.
unless you have points in knife.
no
Is he
points
at
in
point blank range?
I
Only
have,
for
point-
ranged.
I have points with cooking, knives.
You could offer to cook her something, but
I failed.
Push.
you can't push attack.
Come on.
All right, so you lunge at her, and then basically just sort of stumble out and she's still grinning down at you.
Okay, I can tell you've never known love in Latin.
And she says,
What else can you do?
she says in this odd sort of, Elizabethan accent,
Which
kind of
sounds like English.
American English.
Yeah. Yeah.
She just says, "Good night, love," and sort of just point, like does a little gesture with her hand, like a little, not even touching you.
Yeah.
And oh wait, I remember how this works.
Oh my god.
And here's how you die.
Let's see here. And that's 1922. What's your power?
Oh my god.
It is 13.
All right, yeah, you're out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's you're out. You wink out.
Out or like
Unconscious.
What? Unconscious.
Okay.
Same thing with Oswald.
All right.
Can you tell me if I'm dead or not?
You're not dead.
Oh,
Good night, love.
that's creepy as hell.
That is. It is fucked up.
So meanwhile, Celestia, you are back in the sort of purple
Haze.
realm between the realms.
All right.
Where do you want to go? You don't necessarily have to go back to Black House.
I wouldn't want to go back to Black House.
Can I go to the Hunter's Lodge?
You could go there, or you could go to a person.
I go.
You can go to a place or a person.
Hunter's Lodge.
North
then.
Coast.
You can always, you can go places you don't know, but the POW roll is at a lower multiplier.
Oh God! At a lower multiplier?
Yeah.
God.
Because
So-
I
Yeah, POW times 5 is hard enough, so I'm
Yeah.
throwing that out there as your most likely option.
let's take the most likely option.
Yeah. So it could be a place you visited before or a person that you know well.
Florence.
Florence Farr?
See ya, fuckers!
Get out of here. This didn't work out very well.
Argo, fuck yourself.
See you in the funny papers.
So cue the Leonardo DiCaprio meme,
Just walking out of there.
Walk it out.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna strut my way out of this.
All right. Yeah. Because
You could hook up with Padma, couldn't you?
Yeah,
But listen, I'm nearly dead and nearly completely insane.
Okay.
Florence.
So I gotta go back to the
Florence.
mother house.
Florence.
You gotta go. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to
okay.
Florence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
What is
care
your
of you.
sanity right now?
44. It started at 53.
Not bad.
53. Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's still
Yeah, but I
good.
lost
Still
the
good.
time period.
So you've lost 9 points. Yeah, you're right. You're 2 points away from indefinite insanity.
It's just a little insane.
All right, you gotta go back. Yeah. No, you need to go back to
And I'm-
Florence. She
Yeah.
can restore
I'm
you.
bleeding like a lunatic.
Yeah, no, that too.
And plus, it would be a great scene just winking into her living room,
Yeah.
bleeding and crazed.
I'm sure she'd be happy to see you.
Right.
All right, give me a POW times 5 roll.
Oh my god.
Oh, baby. Nope.
Wow.
58. I needed 50.
Ooh.
One more hit point.
Come on,
All right.
come on, come on. That sucks. I thought that would be.
Failed again. One more hit point.
See, I think that would be the case if it was something she didn't know that she'd lose the hit point. This seems annoying to me.
All right, now I've made
Okay,
it.
sure.
Okay,
It's still
you're
annoying.
at 1 hit point.
I'm at 2 hit points.
You're at 2 hit points. Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, at a flat
Holy
in
crap.
London, Florence Farr is in her parlor, having a late night,
Yeah, really late night.
discussion. Yeah, I know it's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But you know how these bohemians are.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's having a late night discussion with the playwright George Bernard Shaw.
Nice.
I've always been a fan of his work.
They're smoking cigarettes and drinking Irish whiskey or
laughing
Irish tea.
archly.
And him like, but what is the mind? Does it matter? When all of a sudden, like, boom! Celestia just appears on the Persian rug in the middle of the parlor.
In a lump,
In a-
bleeding.
Supernatural
Blood
does not
just
exist.
Yes.
No evidence.
Bernard Shaw's probably shitting himself right
Yeah,
now.
seriously.
He tips the chair over and falls on the other side.
Great Scott.
Florence
Yeah,
is
blood
like,
just
oh,
running
this is
down your
awesome.
face, soaked into your, shirtwaist.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a mess.
You're still filthy from all the
From the
ski looking
caving,
you
the
did.
hair is all.
Yeah, hair's all
Oh
just
my
completely.
god.
What'd you say? It looks like a
barely can
raccoon?
recognize me.
Raccoon
Yeah.
in your head?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in
Raccoon.
Oakwood, so you've reached St. Michael's Chapel.
Oh no.
Honestly, I feel like I have no witchfinder. They are not here. I don't want to call for anyone because
You might run into Jacob Black if you.
Part of it is I have no idea in which direction to go.
Yeah.
Woods are 360 degrees. I only know the way that I've come.
And it's dark.
It is dark.
I mean, I could
And you've got
either.
a beheaded corpse sitting on a pew
Right.
in that fucking
Right,
chapel.
right.
So it is
That's
creepy
always
as
something
fuck.
that will really,
Yeah.
bring down your evening.
I don't know. Like,
I-
part of me feels like I want to press on and find my friends because.
They might
Friends.
need you.
But.
Would they do that for you?
Well. I was gonna say more just. I have, like, what can I possibly do? Aside from hoping I can find more trees that are marked with crosses, and.
Yeah.
Chop them all down right now.
Or just, amble my way through the woods to find you guys. I have
been
no
a long
idea where
day.
you
I
are.
think the only thing that might happen is you might stumble upon Jacob Black, but that's a pretty slim chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, pretty slim.
they're big woods.
You thought that we were going to be here, and we're not here.
Nobody's
So
on the
again, I
lodge,
have no
nobody's at the
lead and I have no
chapel.
way
No.
of finding you.
No, you're rudderless, really.
Yeah.
I think that I would probably wait.
With the corpse.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yep.
Mummies, I've seen worse.
All right.
Well, actually, give me an idea roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is gonna get me into trouble though. Like, do I want to have this idea? I make it.
Oh, okay.
So, you're thinking of mummies, and you're like, this corpse is like
Looking really good.
250 years old. You
Right.
saw another corpse that was 100 years old. You had the experience coming out of the woods before where time seemed to catch up with
That's
you.
right.
It's almost like time stands still when you're in the boundaries of these woods.
That's a really great point.
Yes.
That I
Interesting.
don't know what to do with.
I know. I'm like that. Is so. It means something important.
Maybe if I spoke some opium.
I need to get back to my apartment in London and smoke some opium.
Well, if I had to share with you guys, then I'm sure I'm running low.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that suggests to me that either there's something maybe I could take out that would thus be affected by the time change, or. Oh, Lord.
Well, that's probably how Black Annie survived all this time. She's just been in these woods.
So, yeah, theoretically, like,
For her,
if
it
she
hasn't
were to
been
exit the
experience.
woods, be taken out of the woods.
Maybe we should have teleported Black Annie. Can you teleport objects?
I did think about that. I did think about teleporting Black Annie, but I couldn't once I got to her.
You're right. And it's just gonna. Okay.
I thought about doing the great Cthulhu self-sacrifice move, but
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Okay.
So you have unlimited time now that you're in the woods, but then you gotta come back out. It's risky.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Well, he's sitting there looking at this corpse, like. I don't know. I'd probably, honestly, might say fuck it and go back to Hunter's Lodge. Well, I don't know. Like,
Padma only swears when there's no one around.
I only swear in Hindi. I only swear in Hindi. Because again, there's nothing here except for this dead guy.
Right?
So unless
Well, the
I.
cracked open tomb and the open grave outside.
And the
Yes.
Sheila
True. I guess more like
Let's
no
forget.
objects though, like nothing
Correct, yes.
helpful or of significance. As far as I can tell, no one
Correct.
else is able to figure that out with me.
That is correct.
But do I press on and try to hope for the best and see if I can find you guys by maybe following more of the trees with the crosses, or do I bail?
you. What would Padma do?
Yeah, what would Padma do?
WWPD.
Yeah.
She'd probably bail.
Yeah, she's a smart woman.
Yeah. I was gonna say, she has no knowledge of the occult practically, and
Yeah.
is tiny. She's probably gonna say,
Just
I'm
didn't work
sorry,
out.
guys.
I'm doing my
here,
best.
but
Everyone's doing their best.
I think
I
she's
wish
probably
you
gonna
well.
leave. Like maybe wait a couple of hours. And
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wait.
Then leave.
Nobody shows
Go
up.
back to Hunter's Lodge to Josephine and Lily.
And collapse because you've been up for 20 hours and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
romping all over the place. Meanwhile, back in London,
Yes.
Oh,
obviously, Barr and Shaw, yeah, they convey you over to the chaise lounge and lay you out, boil some water and give her some whiskey and so forth, and so they get you cleaned up.
Well, your corset too, just like
Oh yeah, unlace the corset.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just grab the dagger and pop it.
yeah.
All right, so they do manage to first aid you for 2 points.
And I keep muttering, "Le pendu, le pendu, le pendu."
So eventually they get you calmed down. Takes about an hour, And then
good.
Florence starts pumping you for information.
And I spill it.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
she
spilling it.
listens with a mixture of fascination and horror.
Black anise.
Celestia, that was incredibly dangerous. Not just going into the astral plane corporeally. You have no idea what you were risking. You have no idea.
You could have got yourself nailed to a tree.
Like some people.
People.
Sorry, Miles.
That's all right.
The
Long
Dawn,
good barbarian.
W-or-N-H.
it's a theme. The Dawn has rituals for astral travel, but you're not nearly qualified enough, and even then they're
You
not
did it.
they're not a physical
A couple of
projection.
times.
I've never heard of such a thing. Where did you find out about this?
This was from the folio discovered at the Pelgrane Mansion that I took from Dee
I see. Yes, he did mention something about that.
and I felt that I had to do it. I felt compelled. I had to try it.
Give her some more to drink.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Mr. Shaw, pour her another glass of whiskey. Another pint of whiskey for her.
Yeah.
Fading away. Hold me in the light.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so she's like right in front of you, kind of slapping your
That's
cheeks,
right.
Come on. You're fine. You're here. You're okay. So she says, we don't need to talk about it anymore tonight. You need to get some
Should I start babbling?
Yeah, sure.
There was skin hanging from the trees. You could hear it. Terrible old woman. One eye. Why one eye?
One freaking eye.
Oh,
And then I just slipped to sleep.
man.
Yeah, you're out.
Does she actually sleep or is like?
Oh yeah, I mean you're so
drunk.
at this
Well,
point.
okay,
Yeah, they got
sorry.
you drunk. They got you drunk enough.
It smells really good in there.
Yeah,
Like maybe they've been smoking something wonderful and I'm a little bit.
It smells like patchouli at least.
It feels good.
And
Bohemians that they are.
nice. Okay.
so we flash forward to the morning. Padma and Lily, you are back at Hunter's Lodge. Yes, that's right, Lily. You're on.
Lily!
Oh, you're playing now.
You're finally in,
Yes.
but your leg's still broken.
Oh,
And then Celestia, you are
I'm not really playing.
you are in London and feeling a bit
Kippers?
for breakfast.
Kippers? Come on.
Yes,
Bacon,
yes.
fresh
A
or
full
You
breakfast is prepared for you,
yeah.
laid
Just while
out.
you're spelunking, you're just wolfing that down. At least 6 or 7 eggs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You stuff in your
Beans,
face.
toast, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You name it, it's there.
I feel so bad. I failed my companions.
More whiskey in
Oh,
your teeth.
so
I feel
hungry.
guilty.
Yes.
I'm guilty and I'm hungry.
I'm just gonna eat all my feelings.
That was the beginning.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
You have 5 of your magic points have come back.
Nice.
Did she regain sanity? No.
No more hit points?
But you're out of the danger zone for indefinite because it's been more than 1 game hour. So
Okay.
yeah, no hit points.
Alright. Oh, I hit the wrong. What you said? Magic points?
Yeah, 5
Alright, I
magic
hit the
points.
wrong one. Alright. Okey-dokey.
So Florence is still, of course, wanting to know more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you told her about Black being abducted.
I
told her about-
the imps. I told her about the upside down pentagrams.
Mm-hmm.
Upside down people?
Yeah, the Pondu. And I told her about Merlin's cave, what a big bust that was, and we spent all our energy, and the fresco where the dead shall rise, And the whole
Shield
deal.
and
The whole
negates?
thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. 'Cause
Well-
it's, yeah, it's compelling.
It
All
is.
right, 5 oaks, the whole thing.
So, so she says, well, what is to be done? Dr. Hume is presumably attempting to take Mr. Black out of the woods.
Yes.
We do not know if he succeeded at that or not.
At this point, I
Well,
presume that I'm probably.
It's a fair assumption he didn't make it.
So far.
So far as we know. Well, there's Lily at the Hunter's Lodge.
The broken
I know
leg.
that she's connected. We should probably check on her and see what's going on.
Maybe you could, while you're in London, maybe you could pop in on Northcote.
Yes.
See where he is, if he is indeed in London.
And if I'm going to die, you could drop by Miles' office and
And for Bartleby, he's
Oh my god.
Bartleby, get out of that office.
We don't know yet.
But
Calling you up from the miners.
Northcote?
You want to drop in on
I
Northcote?
think so.
As long as we're in town before we leave for
Might
the
as
Hunter's
well.
Lodge.
Sure. Okay, so you want to head back to...
I'm hoping that they're gonna come with you at this point. Like, you'll get some back.
Yeah, Florence will come with you, for
All right.
sure.
Alright, and
I think if you just went and spilled your guts to Northcote, he might fess something up.
I think so too.
I am going to point the shaky finger of. I'm gonna say, what did you raise up?
Yeah,
Northcote?
thank you. Good,
Right.
good. Get them all riled up. And...
I blame you fully, sir.
Oh my god!
Slap him. Slap him.
You should.
I think Florence would.
Yeah,
if
she
he
actually...
says yes, I did.
She will move forward.
She knows his address. He
right.
lives in Primrose Hill.
She knows we hated it.
Fuck, he was my neighbor.
He-
Yes.
And, yeah, and so you swing by. His servant answers the door, of course. Asks for your calling cards.
Present.
To use it.
He disappears, comes back a few minutes later. Mr. Northcote is currently caring for his younger brother, who's very ill right now. He's left instructions that if you wish to come back, perhaps in a couple weeks, he could talk
What?
with you.
Come on.
Bullshit.
Push your way in.
Florence, I'm
That's
sure,
it.
would.
No.
Yeah.
Florence would definitely.
Is he in the building though?
He is not.
Where is he?
known at the-
Where?
I am not at liberty to tell.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Where the hell
job.
is this guy?
Yeah.
Where the hell is
No,
this
that's
guy?
bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Fast talk.
You can try it.
Does it wouldn't
Give it a
hurt.
shot.
It wouldn't hurt. I would pull out
No,
all
it'd
the
be a tough
stops.
talk.
I have a letter from the Prime Minister.
Right here. It's actually a racing form.
And I make
Oh!
What did you roll?
it! 13 out of 40.
Out of 40. Not gonna do it.
Damn!
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
You would need a special success to get
You
it.
could push it.
Rude. What are the odds, though? You know?
But what's going to happen if you fail?
He'll call the cops if you try and push it.
Yeah, no. That's the last thing you need are the coppers.
How do we find this guy? How do we find this scoundrel? For scoundrel, he surely is.
I maybe would want to go to the
Post?
West.
Is he? Where's he receiving his post? Who is this young man he's caring for? What was that?
His younger brother.
His younger brother. Likely story.
Well,
Oh, like
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
This guy did something.
Yeah, he
did.
did.
But why did he want to? What did he have against Jacob Black? Did Jacob Black do something?
The solicitor.
Mustache
You
hovering.
know, he never necessarily had to have anything against
Yeah.
Jacob Black.
he could
It
have just accidentally
be,
have raised her.
or
Just, you know.
you never know if she could have, promised him something in exchange, like
A deal.
That's true too.
Sure, a deal.
That's true too.
unholy power or something.
Heck. Well, if we go back to if we go back to the team at the, we can always go back for him later with more people. I mean, I don't know how to search for this guy.
Yeah, I think if anybody goes into that situation again without something new, it's they're just going to meet the same end. I think.
How big is this guy?
The servant?
Yeah.
Bigger than you.
Yeah.
Size 13.
I'm size 13.
Oh, okay. Well, he's.
The same size.
Yeah.
He may not know either, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
He was just
beat up
told.
the servant for information.
I was gonna, like...
You can try and push your way
Dictate
past.
him.
You can try and
A
push your way past. Yeah. 50-50 chance.
Just shout out, Northcote! Northcote
I
Day!
think I want to do that. I think I want to do the battleship female and blast past this guy. You know?
All right,
with
give
our
me
buses
a
flying.
Let's
give me a
try.
roll. 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Nice.
49.
49.
Nice.
It's meant to be.
All right, yeah. So you
Yeah.
you give him the
Suffragettes.
old stiff arm. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so Florence comes in after.
Stop
you.
it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you,
Madam, I
sir?
simply must protest.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're up and down the hall.
Going nuts.
A door from some stairs leading down
Yes.
opens,
Uh-huh.
and Northcote comes out.
Motherfucker!
Nice.
He's in his his shirt and vest, and his sleeves are rolled up. Mm-hmm. He's sweating. He's got a towel over his shoulder. There's some flecks of vomit on
Oh.
it, and you do hear some cries of pain and distress from downstairs.
Ew! Oh my god, you
What's
guys!
he doing? What's he doing besides?
So he shuts the door and he says, "I'm sorry. What can I do for you?"
Wow!
What a liar.
Oh my god.
Well, what if it's his younger brother downstairs?
Yeah.
But it is. Maybe he got the same curse somehow. Maybe he went around. Maybe he.
He has some explaining to do
Maybe
regardless.
it's like-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe you can pick it up. Maybe it's like syphilis.
So the butler comes hurrying up. He's like, "I'm sorry, sir. I tried to stop them."
He's not gonna lay a hand on two women.
No, he isn't.
And so, I say to you, Northcote,
What have you
What?
done?
God.
you have a lot to answer for, sir. Both now and in the hereafter. What's occurred?
So he looks genuinely confused.
Aww.
What's going on in the basement? What do you have down there?
My brother. He's
Yeah,
ill.
what's happening down
Why is he in the
there?
basement?
That's where the spare room is.
Really? In this big place, you're gonna put him in the basement? Really? How can
Easier
that
than
be
putting
safe?
him upstairs.
How?
He points at the staircase, and
There's a staircase down.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Also, why did you leave there in such a hurry? Why do you have to go to London in such a hurry?
Tell me everything you know about Black Annie.
Exactly, that too.
What do you know about Black Annie? Smack.
Smack.
What do you know about Black Annie?
More
Smack.
lies. More and more lies. But he seems genuinely perplexed.
Mm-hmm.
Damn him.
What about the mural? He must have seen the mural. You could just ask him what is
Well,
the
I'm
mural.
going to assume, I'm going to say you saw the mural. It was you. It was your footprints.
So at that he nods. Yes, I did.
Uh-huh.
But what is this all about? Why have you trespassed into my house at a time when my brother is ill and I am preoccupied with his care?
Can you not hire a nurse?
I would rather tend to him myself.
That's brotherly love right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, brotherly love.
Yeah.
I've heard it before, buddy.
Well, you know, might we pay our respects to your brother? Might we...
Yeah.
I don't know if now you should be getting reasonable. I don't know.
It's too late now. It's too late
Yeah,
now.
actually, Florence kind of puts a hand on your
It's too
arm.
late now.
Aww.
Yeah.
And she says,
No.
maybe that's pushing it a little.
So
far.
he's not lying. He's not lying.
Well, you could spill your guts about what happened. See if you
Well, I'm
I
gonna
mean, he
say...
is an order member. He at least does have some experience with the occult, and knowing Jacob Black would have some experience with the situation. He wasn't inexperienced just because he tried to jump into the inner order.
The woods behind your house are infested with otherworldly creatures and have killed 4 of my order compatriots.
That's terrible.
And you'll have to forgive me, sir, if I am a bit overwrought. However, I have just looked death in the face.
I understand.
And,
Does he really?
He looks sympathetic.
damn this guy.
Yeah.
He is tending to his sick brother.
Seems to.
Oh.
Dang.
Okay. Well, if he's not lying, and he doesn't know. Is there anything in environment around that's some crazy clue that might be on the hall table or something.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You
Maybe
know,
it's spot hidden roll.
as I look around, and I pass that, is there anything that might...
Damn it!
Hey, maybe it's time for some cartomancy.
I don't know.
At this
try.
point,
I can try.
It's a 4-hour train ride, so you can always try that.
Yeah, I pass it then.
Okay. So you're leaving Northcoats.
Yeah, I have to. There's nothing.
You and Florence buy tickets north. 4-hour train ride. You do a couple spreads on the bench in the train car. Again, the hangman is prominent.
Yeah.
Again, the emperor is prominent. A new card appears. What would be the card that indicates? Like time, passing time.
the Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wheel of Fortune comes up.
Is it?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's wonderful. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Well, things are pretty grim now. I hope that we're on the upward.
Grimmer than grim.
Grimmer than the Grim Reaper. I hope we're on the upward tick.
Meanwhile, back at Hunter's Lodge, what are you ladies doing in the morning?
Yeah, I can't.
I might
do
still be
anything.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm sort
Yeah.
of like just there. I'm resting. That's what I've always been doing, but I'm chomping at the bit. It's
Yeah,
just driving
sure.
me crazy.
Totally.
I'm gonna
wake up late and
Tell her everything.
inform Lily of everything that
Yeah.
happened. Especially since I have no idea where Miles. Miles, Celestia,
Disappearing, yeah.
everyone. I've lost
Like
everyone.
bunnies.
In her party, I only have Lily left.
Die
True.
I'm probably pretty distraught. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just like
No, it's disturbing.
I failed. I don't know what to do.
Well, it's
I'm
very
sure the
upsetting.
passage of time thing is important, but I don't see how.
There's just something we're missing.
Oh, I know. Something huge that we screwed up on in the very beginning.
Well, but you're right. I mean, I think the way to get rid of Annie is to stop this time thing. Is to get time to move forward in some.
In there. And she will instantly die because now it'll be 300 years later.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Maybe it's chopping down all the trees, or
But one of them already was chopped down.
only one
Oh,
though.
only
Maybe
one.
all of them need to be chopped down.
Yeah?
Lily says to Padma.
Perhaps then, but at the same time, the tree that had been the most covered with the crazy-looking fungus had been burned, and I sensed no change in.
No.
No shift. Unless you have to do all 5
All
or
of
it's no
them.
good.
That's something.
But that's the thing is, the one that was covered with fungus. I mean, the first one that we found that was one of the 5 oaks wasn't the one that was burned. It was the other tree that was burned, which isn't one of the original 5 oaks, which is still. I mean, it's felled, but it is still intact. So perhaps.
Okay, so
You know
what's
what? You're right. It's a pentagram. Somebody used those oaks to
Conjure.
raise
cast,
something,
yeah.
to do something like that. Yeah.
So, but I would be
So-
going in by myself at this point.
So it's a
Well,
circle.
no, we're on our way.
But I don't know that.
Yeah,
Right.
she doesn't know.
So somebody made a circle.
Exactly.
So you've got to break the circle.
You got to.
So, okay. So
Now we're thinking.
yeah, a little too late.
What about the
But
We have more information now than we had before.
it's funny how I have time to think now.
I have enough of that.
Oh, my glasses are broken.
Yeah. Your glasses
Took all
fall
these
down to the
books.
forest floor.
Oh dear.
Annie, would you hand me those glasses?
No. Alright, so,
I don't want to spend eternity with you.
With her one eye.
Yeah.
Hustle.
alright.
I mean,
Alright.
I could. I mean, I'd be by myself. I could go into the woods and.
I don't think that's safe. I don't think that's wise. I think.
I mean, there's to be said the fact that none of us have been attacked, as far as I know, while in the woods. I was there by myself, and I was not. Although they did burn the tree, I did see that. I have no idea what happened to them when it happened or since.
No, it's just there's too many unknowns. It's far too dangerous.
Is Florence coming with her? Is she coming with? Okay.
We're going.
How close are they? Are they?
Well, this is what you guys were doing during the morning while they were on their way out. It's a
Confirmed.
4-hour train ride.
All right.
The Wheel of Fortune go round.
So you're chatting in addition to doing the card readings. You're chatting with Florence about the importance of pentagrams and stuff. And
Yes.
Florence says, I did get your telegram, and I was going to write you back actually in terms of you had a question about pentagrams.
That's right.
As you may know from your studies, the pentagram is traditionally used as a means of keeping something in rather than keeping something out.
Oh.
So, very good.
So
The next step is fairly clear now.
Okay.
Well,
No.
but if it's
Well, wait,
meant
so
to
it's
keep
keeping in,
things
like-
in, then maybe it's keeping her
Maybe
in
that's
the
good.
forest. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's
that's-
keeping in whatever it is that's
keeping her
sustaining
alive.
her.
The fungus. The fungal
Yeah, well, I
infection.
mean that's probably like a byproduct,
Could be.
I would think.
You never know. There could be some larger force that's actually animating her, and she's just
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. She's
She's
a puppet.
just a-
She's
yeah.
a puppet.
Yeah.
just an incidental kind of. I mean, heartbeat in the forest. Like, sure,
What
she's
is
a
that?
resurrected witch and everything, but
There's something else bigger.
There's something larger underneath.
you know.
The Emperor.
How
The
do you
Emperor.
even get rid of that?
Exactly. That's the question.
Okay.
Because part of it too is there's also the fact that the fifth oak was knocked down. I mean, it's still there. It was knocked down.
Recently.
Yeah. It's probably hard to tell with the growth of
Well,
fungus.
didn't he say it was?
Time.
Yes.
He said it was.
Stanhope said this tree was felled recently.
Oh,
We did?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Which was what was so weird about the fungus. There shouldn't have been that much
That's
fungus
right. That's
growing
right.
on it.
That's right.
That's something North Coast land.
Who did that? Who did that? Who cut the tree down? Who cut the tree down? How can we get him to cut down all the other ones? Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's dead.
Well, what if it was that the tree was standing and nothing was happening? And
That's
the tree
right.
was felled, and
That's
that's when
right.
she was activated.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
how many would you have to knock down to break a circle anyway? I mean, just knocking down one.
I
of
just
them
need
breaks a circle.
one.
Conceivably one, but it's done already, so.
We don't know
wait a
exactly
minute.
when the tree was
Whoa.
felled,
You're right.
but it was
Maybe
recent.
got it
She only
backwards.
Exactly.
jumped up.
Exactly.
Maybe we
It's
need
backwards.
to bring the tree back somehow.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
A new oak.
And it was only recently that this stuff started happening.
Right.
Yeah, only recently
Somebody,
the tree was felled.
maybe
Very
Northcote, went
recently.
out there, started messing around, chopped down a tree.
Not necessarily Northcote, though. I mean.
Yeah, maybe there's somebody, some other.
Well, I was gonna say, you just
there.
think about the guy with the witchfinder in the woods. Like, who is he with, or what was he doing?
That was a whole.
Something got out of there and got into the Black House too. A long time ago, maybe somebody in the Black family did this to keep Black Annie there as a way to protect
Yes,
themselves.
to seal.
Okay.
So we
I
gotta
was like, there are
replace
other
the seal.
people who know of it and who are poking around besides Northcote.
Right.
Yes.
So he's not the only person who could have conceivably.
The vicar, perhaps. The wife of Black, who we never went to visit.
Or just someone
Yeah.
that we have yet to come across
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, it could be just some other nefarious being out there.
That old librarian guy.
Yeah.
No, not old George.
He probably couldn't fell a tree.
That's a very Twilight Zone ending.
It was the librarian.
Yeah, mention that really evil. I need to start telling people that.
Librarians, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's true though. The pentagrams are usually good. It's the upside down pentagram that's.
Okay, so the
Bad.
problem with this pentagram is it's broken.
It seems like
Right,
yeah, that's
and that's why
probably-
the creatures were drawing those pentagrams all over everything, right? You think that was the big clue?
Upside down one.
Maybe they were
Yes.
doing the upside down ones.
Yeah, I think they got out of the woods. They suddenly they were loosed and they went after the Black family and
Right.
you know
Were
finally
seized by a
last-
medium.
Yeah.
Although you kind of have to wonder after Black, what's next?
Yeah, I know. Like maybe it's good that he'll get killed because it'll end the madness.
Or will it?
I don't know. She didn't seem all that reasonable. She probably has some
She's got some
Goals after
sure,
that.
Sure, she does. She's got
Or maybe
goals.
not. She
Long-term
can rest the
goals.
spirit and exact her revenge finally, and
But I like your idea that she's the puppet of the larger entity.
first, like I said, maybe not even a puppet, just an
It said the dead will
incidental.
rise.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let a dead probably to rise yet.
Well, I think patching up the pentagram is.
This is it's an idea. It's an idea.
Because we can do a pentagram ritual, maybe somehow find a way to energetically close the circle. It doesn't necessarily have to be physically.
Right. Exactly.
What do we put instead of the oak?
We could always maybe designate. I mean, it is a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could.
A new oak.
Yeah.
Designate a new oak.
I mean, we might have to do
could try
5 new
We
trees
could try
around it, but that's possible.
ideas. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I'm just talking out loud to Lily. Lily's
Yes.
still all doped up, just like, oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow, that
that sounds
sounds
great.
great.
Yeah.
That's really
The
good.
forest is pretty,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Listen,
like
I've got
trees.
morphine-induced diarrhea. Do you mind leaving?
Oh God. No, I'm
Just me,
severely
my pen.
constipated.
Oh, severely constipated.
Severely constipated.
Was that my outside voice?
I tell you, sorry.
Okay, so can you maybe assume that by this point Florence and Celestia are...
So yes, you've
Yes.
all been batting ideas around.
Talking about pentagrams and such.
Meanwhile,
Finally, outside Hunter's Lodge,
Oh,
a carriage pulls up, and you
Yes.
see Celestia
I'm probably gonna
debarking.
run out and like
Crying.
throw myself at her. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
And I've seen this whole range of
you
horrors.
saw the whole thing.
Yeah, she looks a bit ragged.
I've seen the horrors.
And strangely, Florence Farr, SSDD, is with her.
I'm probably like, oh my God, what
Is she bringing in the
happened?
heavy artillery?
Wait, does Celestia now have like a white streak in her hair?
No,
that'd be
you didn't
perfect.
go
That'd be great.
nuts.
Aw,
So yeah.
That'd be cool.
No, you're just. Oh please, we've got far greater depth to plumb before white hair starts showing up.
Oh, excuse me.
So, but yes, you do look quite haggard.
Okay.
There. So
So I'll tell you that I think we've lost Dr. Miles Hume.
Oh God. Well,
I think we've lost
Robin.
Robin's dead.
no, Robin.
And
no, not Robin.
Not Letty.
Mr. Black most likely is dead.
Well, what happened? Where were you? I went to St. Michael's and
We went to a stone cottage.
Stone
A stone cottage. And it was in the woods. And there was the creature was there.
Oh,
The Black Annie was there. She has one eye. And
Good to know, good to know.
the victims were hung by their feet.
the
By their
hanged
feet.
man.
Like
Oh,
they do. Like they
hey.
do.
What? Okay.
I'm like, I got that the second. I was like, oh, by their feet. Oh.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Cards don't lie.
Dr. Miles, he was like, wait. Oh.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I just got that.
Cool. It all comes together.
It's gonna be so cool if it was happening to someone else.
Yeah, if only.
Luckily, all the blood has run to your head, so I'm sure you
Yeah.
can't feel much in your legs.
That's true. Actually.
Indeed. If only this were some game I was observing from the outside.
I mean, were there any markers? Is there any way to tell where in the woods you were in relation to anywhere else we've been?
So
How did you
Florence
escape?
I used the spell.
And of course.
Florence says there is a ritual that the Dawn teaches that I can use to attempt to locate this cottage. I think you've described it well enough to me that I can attempt to find it myself.
You're gonna view it astrally?
I am.
Excellent.
So I'll just need a quiet room.
Alright.
So she
Plenty of those.
she disappears for an hour. Okay. Okay. She reappears 2 hours later. She says, I traveled into the astral plane. I moved through it. Using your the imagery that you provided, I was able to focus upon the location of this cabin. I was able to find it and view it astrally. It is as you described.
Horrible, is it not?
It is terrible.
Did you see how many bodies were hanging from the tree?
I saw 3 bodies hanging from the tree. There were 2 others on the ground standing outside the door of the cabin.
Standing outside the door.
Oh,
Exciting.
resurrected dead people, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, there's 3 hanging.
Yes,
That's right.
I saw
So this-
Dr. Hume.
Oh.
I saw Mr. Black, or who I believe to be Mr. Black, based on your description.
Hopefully they use the same holes.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought that
don't
same
want to be
thing.
in
I
a
thought the
position
same
to
I
ask,
thought the same
but
thing.
Wow, that's
could you
great.
at least?
Zip right through there.
I mean, Annie, it'll save you
that's
so
great.
much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 2 people hanging,
All right.
Oh.
and then Mr. Finnegan and I believe his manservant were standing outside the door of the cabin.
Oh.
Oh no, resurrected dead people.
All right. So
Mr.
now
Finnegan. Oh, okay.
Oswald.
Wait, oh, and he's
Oswald
standing?
he's standing.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
no, that's creepy. His legs
Yes,
come back to life after death.
So nefarious.
that's so. We're so happy for you, Ed. It's awful.
Terrified.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Well, Florence, any advice on dealing with zombies?
Yeah.
Dead.
You
Yeah.
inner order
Undead.
folk have any input here? After sending us into the woods to do your bidding and hopefully earn some points. I mean,
Brownie points.
One would hope.
One would hope.
I feel that if we can eliminate Black Annie,
Yeah.
that will give us all the time we need to take care of any other threats around that cabin and save whoever we can save.
Right.
Celestia, do you feel up to performing your ritual one more time?
Oh my god.
I know I told you how dangerous it is,
Oh my god.
but I think this is our only hope, based on all our
my
discussions.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if Florence can give me an idea of where it is, I can possibly find it on the map. Plot our way there.
Maybe it's not findable.
But I think,
For purposes of time.
yes. No, ultimately, the problem is that traveling there physically is only going to result in more deaths.
That's yeah.
It's gonna alert her. Well, but how much more could Celestia lose before she just goes indefinitely insane? I mean,
Well, you're back. You're okay again because the 20% is within 1 game hour, so that's been reset.
All right.
Okay, so you have, what did you say? 44.
Yep.
So you can lose 9 points in a game hour without going indefinitely
but
insane.
at what range do you start developing, pathologies and stuff?
Well, the lower your sanity goes, the fewer sanity points it takes to go indefinitely insane.
Oh, I'm just
Okay.
thinking about her
You know.
hit points. I mean,
Yeah,
she
and
might
then-
gained
that's what I-
magic, but
You have 5. Oh wait, it's been how many more hours has it been? It's been
at least, I mean,
6
the
hours.
entire night.
So you get another 3 magic points back. So you're up to 8 magic points.
Do I get any hit points back?
I don't think so. Let me double
Oh my
check.
God.
I might be.
Because I only got 4 hit points.
Yeah, I've only got some.
Mostly dead.
I know. Check on the doggies.
Aww.
Don't believe.
Well, what are we gonna do once we find her? You know, it's gonna be the same thing. I don't have anything.
I just rolled a
Like, how
1
can we
and a
possibly
20.
stop?
Okay, well no, Florence has an idea.
She has an
Florence
idea.
Has an idea.
She has a plan.
Yes.
All right then.
She
Somebody
said.
better.
She said based on what you told me.
Yes.
Oh wait, let me just check the
All right.
feeling
Yes.
here
Check
really
the
quick.
plan.
Yeah, it's D3 hit points per week.
All right. So I got 4 hit points.
Based on what you told me, it is possible to take others through the veil into the astral plane.
Indeed, and I have done so.
But would it be possible to travel there by yourself and then grab somebody and take them back out?
Yes, I believe so.
In an ideal world, I would say just rescue our compatriots. But I don't think you could do
Right.
that multiple times.
All right.
I'm venturing a guess based on our discussions
Yeah.
that if you took Black Annie out of the woods, it would be fatal to her.
Yep.
Her power would no longer.
Yeah, she would have come out already if
That's right.
that was.
So maybe if you can just astrally project yourself to appear right behind her.
That's right.
Since you can see her before you appear,
Hug.
Right.
and you can choose where you appear.
Ninja
Right.
style.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna be such a badass for doing that. That is so cool. Just
Seriously.
swoop
Should I survive?
Because you'll remember Thomas Pelgrane did that to his wife's lover. He just popped out, grabbed him.
Oh, you're
And
right.
especially if you do it right behind her because you can see her. She won't even have. I mean,
She won't be able to do the thing. See, that's what I was afraid of, is the thing.
yeah.
The hand thing.
If you just come up right behind her,
Alright, let's go for it.
especially if you're inside her house. No
All
pheasant
right.
heads.
So it is mid-afternoon,
Oh, I'm
Monday the
sorry.
18th of March.
I keep doing the face.
Go ahead and give me a power
sorry.
times 5 roll after an hour of meditation.
This is your finest
You're
hour.
so good.
No pressure.
Oh, thank you.
50!
Made it!
Yes.
So you lose 5 magic points
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
and D4 sanity.
I can't think.
Math.
You're in it.
2!
Too.
Okay. So again, you come into this, strange other world. The sanity that you lose with astral projection isn't like the sanity you would lose for seeing that creepy ass monster. It represents you becoming disassociated from the real world. So the more you astrally project, the less
Less
connected you
corporeal you
feel
are.
to the real world. So eventually, if you astrally project yourself down to 0 sand, you'll just want to live in the astral realm full
Oh,
time.
yeah, come on.
Alright.
Yeah, well. All right, so
Read astral papers.
you've only had short jaunts. You don't want to.
Alright.
I like
So,
constantly watching movies. You just like
Yeah.
travel anywhere you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I need another roll to center yourself on Black Annie's cottage.
Is
Cottage.
this from the Batman?
Yeah?
This
Soundtrack?
is Dracula.
Alright.
The
What am I rolling for? Pow?
Pow times 5.
As it kind of sounds
Nope, 84.
Okay, so you lose a magic point. Shit's getting real.
And it's gonna cost me a hit point to do this again?
Yep. Are you down to 0 magic?
I'm down to 2 magic points.
Yeah. So you're still fine.
You're
Oh, I'm
good.
still
It's
good.
one
I don't
magic
do that.
point.
Yeah, you're not to hit points yet.
7.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so you are at, or did you want to center on Black Annie instead of
Well,
Cottage?
I'm gonna grab her, so it's
Okay.
gonna be right behind me.
All right, so you know that you are now where you want to be, even though you can't see her.
Fine.
So there's no need to do.
Yeah.
No, it's still everything's
Rank.
purple. There's no sensory
Purple.
feedback, but you just know that you succeeded in traveling to where she is.
Fine.
So there's no need to try and visualize the real world, which would cost you another magic point.
Right, no.
Frankly, you don't want to. So, so popping out is going to cost you 2 magic points and a POW times 5 roll. So that's going to knock you down to 0.
0 magic points.
Okay.
Power times 5 roll. Come on, baby. Oh my god. Triple zeros.
Really?
Really.
All right, well, there's no penalty for a fumble, thankfully.
Oh my
God,
god.
I got scared
Oh
there.
my god.
But now you're burning hit points
Yep.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, come on.
oh.
That's wild, huh?
I really hope Florence is like studying.
70. One more hit point.
Okay.
God.
Jesus.
54.
Oh my god!
Oh.
So you're just like the blood's starting to flow again.
Oh.
40.
Yes! Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So basically, Annie is at her cauldron, just sort of stirring
Yeah.
the foul
She's
mud
bored.
concoction.
She's singing to herself in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, she made a baby heart. And just like
It's my favorite spice.
like
Baby heart.
Frodo taking the ring off, you're just like, you just appear and just grab her.
Scoop.
Yeah, and there's no need to roll grapple because she's just, there's no
idea.
opposition. I mean, it's like the same as putting a gun against somebody's head. I would make you roll a hit.
Okay.
So you grab her and you can wink back in for free with no
God.
need to roll.
Right?
However, her size is 9. Your size is
13.
She's
13. Okay.
I'm a sturdy gal.
She's sturdy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your POW actually? It's based
10.
on your POW. 10. Okay. So
It's like 1/10 of Annie's power.
no, it's based on her size. Caster's POW minus tool size. Objects being brought. Okay. So, what are your hit points out of curiosity? No, Celestia's.
Oh, my hit point
Yeah.
is 1.
1. Okay.
Oh, good God.
Okay.
I know! Hello! This is
So-
serious. We're playing this game over on this side. There are characters at risk. If you didn't know.
Freaking the fuck out over
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Okay. So back at Hunter's Lodge.
Yes.
You're all waiting where Celestia disappeared.
Of course.
And about 10 minutes go by. And then all of a sudden, just, winking back into existence, there is Celestia with, like, her arms and legs wrapped around this hideous hag, right? And they're both lying on the floor, and Annie's just, like, sort of scrambling, like,
Oh my god.
And then the scream just gets higher and higher pitched until it passes out of the range of your hearing. And meanwhile, her skin's starting to, like, kind of flake and turn to dust. And the whole body just, like the skin just sloughs off to a skeleton. The skeleton dissolves into dust, and all that is left are her rags.
Oh.
And so Celestia is just sort of clutching these rags and is motionless, unconscious, at 0 hit points.
Sounds like Florence Farr at least has some first aid experience.
We're gonna give her a shot.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yes, oh god, thank
Oh,
god.
sweet Jesus, yes.
You get 3 hit points back.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
So Florence is at your side immediately, slapping your cheeks and sitting you up. Yeah. You're sort of spitting up blood.
Oh my god.
Foamy.
Oh my God.
Foaming blood.
Red blood.
Yeah. Stand roll for Lily since you hadn't seen Black Annie before. Or Padma hadn't seen her either.
No.
So stand roll for you both.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Oh, I resoundingly
I
passed with a
failed.
5.
I failed.
Of course.
Nothing
Wow.
phases me.
Wow.
Apparently
I
not.
thought that's what she looked like.
Yeah, but yeah.
She looks
so
better than I imagined.
Yeah.
0 for Padma and 2 for Lily.
Okay.
All right. So Black Annie is no more.
Right.
In that case, I might like to cast a pentagram ritual over her dust. Just cleanse the house.
Yeah.
Hey, does that mean the thing she used to wink me out is gone? Is that I would
Magic's done.
I would wake up and notice that I'm
does that
crucified at this
mean?
point.
You are basically, if you are unconscious, it's due to blood loss.
Okay.
Okay, so you're still hanging from this tree.
Oh shit, so that means, okay, if they're still there, I'm gonna say we need to book it out of there and go save, after my little pentagram ritual, I bless this pile of dust. I'm the only one, I guess, who can go, though.
Just
So I'm
sit
down
up
to you.
after.
What about Finnegan and Oswald? Are they still?
No, just
give me a
Oswald.
give me a con times 5 roll to see if you wake up.
Okay.
Wow.
Lost my
I was
dice.
like,
Okay.
I can't leave them, and Florence
Oh.
can't leave you.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
con
go
times
in there.
5. Let me see. What is that? It's 55.
I have 3 hit points. I could probably just lay flat right here.
Okay.
I failed.
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 Okay, so you're still out, so you have no
Okay.
idea.
The only thing is, if I'm gonna get him out of a tree, and I'm tiny,
Ooh, you're gonna need some help.
I'm gonna need someone. So,
Conjure up some of the townspeople.
I was gonna say,
Actually, hold on a second. Yes, excellent. So, did a party luck roll and failed it.
Thanks.
A knock comes at the door. It is the county sheriff and local law enforcement investigating the disappearance of Jacob Black.
We know where he
I
is.
say, please follow me. We know where he is. We're trying to save him. Like,
So yeah, this posse has been assembled. There were these crazy Londoners outside Black's house last night, shooting off shotguns and
Right.
pistols.
That's right.
And now Black's missing, and his window's been shattered.
I
And
don't
all
know. I'm
this
tiny,
stuff.
pretty, and wealthy. I'm pretty sure I can. Like, oh, thank God.
Give me a credit rating roll.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And away pass.
All right.
Yay.
Check your credit rating.
I keep forgetting to
Yeah.
roll those.
So basically,
at the
you
beginning.
get the posse on your side, and eventually, with enough sort of wandering around, which includes a couple incidences of trying to head into the center of the woods and getting deflected out towards the edges, it takes you the better part of the day, but you're finally able to locate
Wow.
the cottage.
Oh my god.
Okay. When you get there, you find a cottage. You find flaps of skin, sanity roll please, hanging from the tree branches.
Make it.
There are pheasant heads on posts, but they don't squawk when you come near.
Are they fresh?
There are 2 bodies on the ground outside the cabin. The bodies of Oswald Finnegan and Robin Ward.
Oh, I'm
Oh, shit.
probably gonna run to them.
At least they're dead.
Not
Bright
like,
side.
They are dead.
not like that dog, right? What dog? Oh, nothing.
Nothing. No, I'm just saying.
Nothing, no.
Meanwhile, the posse members are clambering up the tree and pulling down Jacob Black and
Dr. Hume.
Dr. Hume.
So I lived through
Either of
this.
them?
You lived.
Wow.
And how's Jacob?
He is barely alive.
Oh, but
Okay.
he's still alive.
He's barely
Okay.
alive.
Alright, well.
He already looked kind of corpse-like to begin with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
So
remember.
he's looking
Worse.
worse. So, due to the prolonged hanging by your feet, I'm going to say that Dr. Hume loses a point of dexterity.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're okay.
His mind was his weapon to begin with.
His magical ability to just stay passed out the whole time.
Yes.
Saved you a few sand rolls.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Indeed.
So the posse helps bear Dr. Hume and Jacob Black out of the
I mean, I
woods.
have to ask, is Dr. Hume naked too now?
No, because
Oh, good,
he
thank
was wearing something more than a nightshirt. So
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, good.
yeah,
I'm just saying they made.
no, it's just because Black made she stripped off
He was
his shirt to
in
cut
bed.
him up.
I'm just making sure because
Yeah.
that would probably be the part that I would understand.
yeah, pretty soon.
Sand roll.
General.
Pentagram ritual here too.
And so yeah, you head back out of the woods.
Oh my God.
What's your POW again there?
Mine is 12.
Yeah, so again you get sort of deflected coming out. You actually end up coming out kind of on the west side of the woods rather than the south side.
That's
Interestingly, you do note you do pass by another chopped down oak tree. So that's at least 2 that have been chopped down. And so that
I have
is
holes in my feet now, right?
you have holes in your feet. Yes. So you're gonna have really
You can
big
borrow
scars in your
Finnegan's
feet now.
our wheelchair. He's not
I guess
using
I
it.
could. Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually it will heal up. Eventually you'll be okay. But yes, you are going to have pretty impressive scars in your feet.
Wow.
Going.
Okay.
I'm gonna note chop down oak. I would probably recommend an expedition to see how many of them are left standing.
I think we must do
And I would suggest that we maybe reestablish that. Pick 5 new trees
Create.
based off of the map and create a new
Plant
circle.
some saplings.
That'd be nice.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That can definitely happen.
idea.
Just to
It'd be
kind of
nice.
help purify the area if nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yep.
Okay, so
Might we also put a salt circle?
Between all of the saplings.
Just to, yeah.
Lovely idea.